Welcome, everyone, to the first interactive soap opera, The YouTube Days. We cover real-life characters on here. Welcome your host, Betty Boop. The show is starting now.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how are you tonight? Yeah, I just had to go up against AC. He's got problems. And they all seem to think that nobody came to my house and went through my electronics. They think that there's no way that that happened. But that's definitely how it went down. And that's just how it went down. So, yeah, dealing with AC, like that dude, he's creep. He's really, really weird and just really creepy. Acts like he knows everything about everybody, gets little tiny 4 or 5 second clips and acts like he knows everything they're thinking and what they are and everything when he doesn't know shit, actually. He doesn't know anything. Poor guy. And he'll bring receipts of just these little clips, but little clips are not real life and not what really happened at the time, you know. Um it's just really strange. I'm gonna delete the one before because that was a lot of shit on there and that doesn't even need to be on there. And hopefully I'm not looking at the chat or anything. I'm trying to look at my channel and make sure that it's actually live now. It's sad when people don't believe you and they think that you're lying. Yeah, Nick, I want to give you a link for a moment because even Flow State didn't believe me when I said that they FBI and the police came and checked my electronics on site. They did not believe me. Punky, can you tell them I started a new live and I deleted that one, please? I did whip AC's ass, though. He shut his fucking mouth when I came back, and I was very polite and just explained to him the way that it went down, which SDA can tell you. He shut his fucking mouth. Yeah, I deleted it. Yeah. Oh, there's my pink. There's my... All right, I'm Betty.
I'm Pink Bo.
And we are here with what? The YouTube Days.
Yep.
So this is the thing. Is that
hello, Punky. Hello, Nicolina. Hello, SDA. Hello, Jess. Hello, Krusty Blue 77. How are y'all doing?
And we love you all. Without you all, we would not have anything. So you are our hearts. You're everything to us. And I go with what everybody wants. And at first, Pink, she has a lot of things she wants to say because after yesterday, there were things that was high and people were stressed, but Pink would like to speak to all of you and see if you would still like her to be my co-host. I would like for her to be my co-host. I love her. She is my best friend. We've gotten very close and I just love the shit out of her. She's there for me and I'm there for her. Pink, you got the floor, baby. I'm gonna mute.
All right. Yeah, everyone. I'm sorry to everyone that heard what Mammoth said yesterday about the cold cancer thing. I understand that everybody was really upset for what she said, and yeah, I will admit that, it kind of got to me. I will admit that I didn't hear everything that she was saying because everything was like going so fast, and and stuff like that. But yesterday was, was a rough day for everyone, and stuff like that. And I just want to apologize for anyone that felt like I was being like control of, of the channel and stuff like that. Because no, I'm not being control of the channel. I like the channel, like, Betty, and I love Betty. I love every last one of y'all. And but then again, I'm hoping that we can just move past it, just to squash it. And I hope that y'all don't have anything against me. And because here's the thing about it, and you're right, we need to move on to other things. We can talk about a variety of things. We can, there are things that we do need to talk about other than Mammoth. And I've also talked to Betty about this. We've also and I actually agreed to it. And we've talked to each other for almost 3 hours this morning, and we talked through everything. And and she talked to me. We explained to each other everything. We talked about different things, and what we're gonna do, and what we're gonna do to move forward with this channel, and what we're gonna do, and stuff like that, and what we're going to do, and what we're gonna do about changing what we do. Like, like, instead of like, because this is a soap opera, like, we're gonna take, you know we're going to do like different parts of things. Like, we're not going to just like stay on one subject for hours. Like, we're going to be doing like different parts, and like, and stuff like that, you know.
Good explanation, love. We're actually going to be incorporating different people that you don't know about, that is very important, that are actually maybe looking at prison time. Um, and I've been investigating them for like 8 months, and they are now on YouTube. So everything on YouTube is what we can cover. And that is the glorious thing about having YouTube days. And he's a character, all right. He is definitely a character. But I don't want to give it away because I don't want to start it tonight. But I will leave all of you hanging every single day. So the next day you will be waiting, just like with Days of Our Lives, where you were just sitting there waiting every day, the next day, to see what was going to happen. I will also, Pink or or both of us together, will give you a recap of what happened the day before. I don't know what's going on with Victoria, but she loves to be part of the show. So everyone, please welcome Victoria.
Hello, Victoria.
She cannot hear you, but she can hear me. Okay.
But it's all right. But it's all right. It's a dog. My dog can hear me from downstairs. So,
All right, Victoria, go. Hang on just 1 second. Her daddy's asleep. He came home and went straight to bed, and I tucked him in. Hang on 1 second.
Thanks, Ray Jones. I appreciate you. You're really a big help. Hello, Filthy Mammoth. I hope everyone had a nice, fantastic day. I mean, I know that it was basically a rough day for me. I know that I've been like depressed and everything, but I'm working past it. But there's
Well,
a lot going on the
I'm
YouTube
back.
streets.
I'm back now, babe. Actually, Pink thought that I was going to get rid of her because the majority of everyone said that I would be better off, being a host by myself. And without all of you, I don't even have a channel. So I was in between a rock and a hard spot. And then a while ago, when I told Pink, I texted her and I was like, hey, I'm stuck in between my live, some other guy's live. And I didn't give her any information, but she was like waiting for me. I knew then and there that she said what she meant, which that she was my friend, you know, because she was trying to hunt me down everywhere at that point. But we had talked about all of this morning, and I told her she's got to be happier. I did say that, Jess. And she said that she was going to start, that normally she doesn't really smile. Normally things don't make her laugh, which I kind of understand that because a lot of times in my life, like, things didn't make me laugh. Not even comedians. Like, you have to be a damn good comedian to make me laugh, you know? So I explained to her that she's got to lighten up a little bit. She's got to kind of go with the flow. Well, actually, Pink, you can explain what I said, and that I told you that we're not a channel at all if we don't have the people here that want to be here with us.
That is very true. I'm a person, like, I will explain this to everyone as well. Like, I even got to talk to Betty, like, just because, like, I'm not laughing or smiling or showing any like a happy emotions, but doesn't mean that I don't doesn't mean I'm not excited, doesn't mean I'm not having a good time, because I'm just a person that's normally quiet. Like, I've always really been that way. I've never really I don't do like a whole lot of a lot of laughing, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm just a person that's usually nice and chill. Like, there's some, like, it takes a lot to actually get me to laugh. It takes a lot out of me to actually, wanna laugh, wanna smile. And like, usually I'm just me. If you know what I mean.
And totally, we accept you for you. I
I
mean,
mean, because
that's what's important, is accepting each other for who we are, you know. I wish Nick would have came up here because she was going toe to toe with AC and they wouldn't let her. Even though she paid to go toe to toe with that bastard, they wouldn't let her. I wish Karen, hang on, I'm going to talk to Karen.
thanks, Ray Jones. Thanks, Jess. Thanks, SDA. Thanks, Punky. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Y'all really a big help, and and I appreciate y'all understanding.
And I want you
Because
all
I
to understand as well, we might have little tips now and then. But the only reason that I made that video is because Pink said, I won't never come back again. And I said, okay. And I took her for her word. I really did. I mean,
Yeah,
when people tell me things like I'm not going to like beg and plead. So like, I really took her for her word, you know? So Ray says, yes, Pink, I wish you'd lighten up some and have fun. It's not good for the mind and soul to be angry, especially over Mammoth and that crew, right? But I know where he is.
yeah. I've been through let's to be honest, y'all. I've been through a lot on this app, and I'm going through a lot in my real life too. So
Oh,
that's
hold
not
up,
too.
hold up. Don't talk no more, Pink. We only have
Okay.
8 likes and 35 people watching. Nope. We're not going to continue until we at least get 20 likes. Come on, people. We need to know that we're
Get some
loved,
likes
we're
up.
liked. You guys are watching us for content. You really do care. You really do like YouTube days. I'm not going to deal with 5 likes or 8 likes. Are you serious right now? Oh, no. We'll sit here on mute. All right. Who else? All right. How many likes do we have now? 16 now? All right. You guys got to do better than that. We got 33 people watching. Jess, you're something else. You are a character for sure. So Nick came up earlier to Flow States while he was live, and she was going back and forth with AC because AC evidently has been going after Karen for a long time because of the fact that she had a sex surgery, right? And like that's not cool. And so now he plays a video clip of me saying hours instead of links, which you guys know I have brain injury. It is what it is. I don't make no beefs about it. Like, it is what it is. I mean, I had to reread or learn how to reread on YouTube, which SDA can tell you. People made fun of me all the time. I sound like Mammoth, okay? But I kept going in front of hundreds and thousands of people because my videos would hit like 300,000 people and they'd make fun of me. And I'd write through the comments, would you like to have a brain injury? Would you like to have a brain injury? Like, I'm learning how to reread. And yeah, it would take me 15 minutes to read a 2-minute column. I kid you not. SDA can tell you. I was so proud when I could actually read like chapters in a book. You know what I mean?
Hey,
I was so
Wolf
damn proud.
Lover. Hey, the dent. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying hello to the people that were coming in.
No, I want you to talk to the people. I see them talking to you. Talk to them.
Wolf Lover, how are you doing? The dent, how are you doing? I hope you guys are having a fantastic, amazing day. I mean, fortunately, my day could be better, but it is what it is.
Well, because evidently AOC or AC and her have had disagreements because honestly he's an asshole. He walks around acting like his shit don't stink and that no one has ever, done anything or he's never done anything wrong in the world. And I even said that to him and he's like, whoa, I'm not saying I've done anything. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you
Hello,
are.
Jamie Katz. Hope you're having a fantastic, amazing day.
And to be accused of what they were trying to accuse me of is just fucking sickening. Like, it's just fucking sickening.
Yeah, you gone through a lot, Betty. You've gone through a lot, probably more than anybody I can actually think of.
8 years. 8 years of being
Yeah,
accused of being a child pee watcher. 8 fucking years, ladies and gentlemen. 8 years of
yeah.
being
Imagine what
defamed.
that would be like, because I couldn't do 8 years of being accused of that. That's too much. Like, but Betty is a very strong woman, and I'm glad that she's been able to last this long. Because
Oh,
most people,
there's times that I thought of suicide. There's times I pleaded out to God, Pink. Like, you have no idea.
yeah, I mean, because that would drive me insane. Like, I've been like very depressed for the last few days myself, and I thought about getting rid of my account. I thought about stopping YouTube, but since I love the people, I love the people, and of course, I know I have a lot of people on here that really care about me, and that a lot of people that really look forward to me and want me to stay. So therefore, I'm not gonna go. Like, but eventually I'm going to be working and having me at my own job, so stuff like that. So, but there's a lot of Goodwill stores that near my area that I'm going to be working at. I'll be working 4 hours a day for maybe 4 days a week and stuff like that. So I'm not going to always be on here, if you know what I mean, because I'm going to be at the store working, if you know what I mean. But on the days like this, I'll try to make it and be on here with you as fast as I can. But we're talking about maybe a couple months down the road, or maybe even 3, but whenever I'm ready. But I'll let you know when that time comes.
Okay, so Curious Idea. Hang on, let me highlight her comment here. You might want to come up, Curious. AC
Hey,
was trying
hello,
to move the
Curious
goal
Idea. Hi, how are you doing? I like
to
Curious.
move
I
the
like having you up here,
yeah,
Curious.
oh
Like, you
yeah.
really.
I've known Curious for like 7 years. Hey baby.
Hold
So
on.
you said
Hello?
AC was trying to move the goal post because he's not the one who was on dates with grapists and
Yeah, he's a
Thank you.
little famous,
pedophile
man.
Earl David Warden.
Yeah, he
AC,
was
you a little shinness.
penis. It's between being a
Sheenus.
little bitch and a penis, little penis. He's a sheenus.
Oh,
I'm
sheenus.
trying to look
Okay.
for my sheenus for you, but this motherfucker has the gall and the audacity. What he was doing was he was trying to get you triggered. You misspoke. Anybody with half of a fucking brain knows that it was 5.5 years worth that you'd have to sit and watch that stuff. You
Right, which would
misspoke.
have been caught like immediately within the first year for real. Like they don't
Yeah,
play around.
and you've already been through this for 5 years. I've been
No,
around these eight.
no, eight
Oh, it's eight
now.
years.
Eight
Well, Dank
now.
was the one that was backing this shit up for a while. But
Yeah, when I lost
AC.
my first okay, so when I lost my first channel of 18,000 people, which 300,000 seen the video, which it was a 5-hour video. Dank
No,
then
oh
shrunk
no,
it down to
I'm
an
not talking about when you
hour.
start channel
Dank
ragers.
then
I was
shrunk
talking
it
about
down to an hour, made it look like I wasn't talking to no one but a fucking camera, and
hey
then
Betty.
went on with this for 5 years. And then after the 5 years, they called the FBI. They actually got the
Okay.
FBI involved.
Found the fucking sheeness. Okay, so if AC, you want to be a little bitch about stuff, this is fucking what you are. It's a fucking sheeness. See this? That's basically what you are. You're a little sheeness, little man dick. You're a little bitch.
Watch your mouth, though,
Fucking
baby. Watch your
sheeness.
mouth, because I'm monetized. Watch your mouth. It's my
Yeah.
money. I'm trying to
You
get
already
Bo
know
here.
you're monetized. You know how I get.
But
That's
I
why I
know.
didn't go
Great.
on
I know,
that
baby.
panel because I'm feisty. I don't play
I
well in
know.
the
Just give me
sandbox.
1 second. You guys go. You ladies go ahead. I'm gonna bow down for a second. I gotta get a cigarette.
Okay.
Okay, love. But anyways, Ray Jones, no, I'm not starting my own channel. Like, no, not. I'm talking about me getting my own job, like at a Goodwill store where I'll be working there for 4 hours a day, 4 days a week. But no, I'm not like starting my own channel, not yet, not
Yeah,
anytime
Pink, I
soon.
think
Like,
I was thinking about this. I mean, that would probably be best if that's the topic you want to cover. Because I could see both points on both sides. But I'm not really doing a live stream thing, so who am I to say anything?
yeah, I'm
I'm
not
just a
really.
viewer.
Yeah, I'm not really like a big channel person because having your own channel, like it takes a
It's
lot
a
of
lot
a
of
lot
work.
of work and effort.
It is. And then to keep it on topic, or you get somebody like me that's feisty and likes to throw sand in the sandbox. So, but you do you on what you want to do. So how's your week been, Pink, besides all the craziness?
My week has been all right, but other than that, like, if I'm not on here, it's like, I'm just at home, playing with my dog and, talking to my mom and, stuff like that. But other than that, I'm not really like doing anything to be honest. But I'm looking for some job opportunities here in a few months because I'll be working. Because
Yeah.
I want to look forward to something. I want to look like forward to something new. Like I want to get out and actually do something in the community where I can like socialize with others instead of like being on like the phone and like YouTube all the time. Like
Yeah.
that's what me and my mom and my therapist is like, that's what we're all working on. It's like getting me out in the community and me actually doing something. Because like I said, I worked at Kroger before and that job didn't even last. It only lasted about 2 weeks, and then I was let go because the people on that job weren't very nice to me. They weren't very considerate of me and my condition. They weren't like they were how can I put this? They're very pushy.
Well, when you're working like say Kroger or grocery store level, that's the kind of you're not going to get people that understand special needs or autism spectrum and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, and so I was just like originally when I applied for the Kroger, I applied for stocking, and then and what bugs me is that they put me at bagging, where I had to bag like groceries, and that was not what I applied for.
Well, they do that sometimes, and the thing that when I've worked those kind of jobs in the past is you kind of have to work your way up. Like, unfortunately, that's how it is. Like, I was just talking to somebody about that with like dishwashing, right? That eventually you'll get into those places, and sometimes it's a stepping stone, right? So you kind of just have to bite the bullet and do it for a while to progress. Have you looked into also taking like higher ed courses, like college classes or a trade school?
Well, here's the thing though. I can't like go to college because I didn't have like college credits and stuff like that. Like, I got a certificate of completion. So I mean I could have went to like IB well But with a certificate of completion, you can't really like go to college. You can't like get an actual college degree, not with a
Are
certificate.
you talking like a GED? Do you have like GED high school then?
No, it's not a GED, but it's not also not a diploma. It's more like a certificate of completion.
Oh, okay. Is there a way you can like work on, you know, a goal towards like a GED, for instance, and just taking those little steps?
I'm not really like into like going back to school and stuff like that. Like, you know, I mean, I always found it like, you know, boring. Like, you know, I wasn't really a school person. Like I always felt like school boring. Like, you know, I just always found it boring. Like, you know, I just didn't find anything interesting about it. I never really liked school.
Yeah, I know. You know, I've been through school before, and there's a lot of boring classes, but also not having something to fall back on. You know, because I mean, I was a non-traditional student, so it took me a while to figure out my niche and what I wanted to do. But I also had a hustle and I had to make things happen. You know, I wasn't handed everything. And whether I liked it or not, school was what helped me progress in life and get me out of jobs, say with like Kroger, right? Where I would have to be the bagger or I'd have to be a Ross working the dressing aisle, you know? Because I hated that dressing aisle. The changing room, fucking hated that room. Excuse my French, sorry.
So
Yeah,
pink is kind of like this, love. You can actually get your GED on at home, and you can get you a computer sent to you. This is what my daughter did. My middle daughter, the only one that didn't graduate, she just
Hmm.
graduated. They give you an actual laptop, and then you just go to school at home. Sometimes you can see the teacher talking, and then sometimes they just give you the programs, and you do it on your own leisure. And I think it's been like 8 or 9 months now, and I believe she already graduated.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, because those classes, when I was working at a GD school many years ago, they've changed the curriculum where you have to do like
Yeah.
calculus level, but it, you know, I see my girlfriend that never got her GD and high school diploma and how much she struggles at her age. She has all these pain in her hands, you know, and she's kind of in a niche situation with what she does for her job.
Hmm.
But for her to switch careers with not having a GD or the high school diploma, it really limits her. And that's why I
Yeah.
say, Pink, looking into taking GD classes, and what Betty was saying about the computer is excellent information because it's those little steps.
Because
And I
they
had it
actually, there's even not just grocery stores, like, let's count those out, but like phone companies like
everywhere.
T-Mobile that make 18 to
20,
$22 an
yeah,
hour, they definitely require a GED or a high school diploma. And when you go in there, you have an hour test that you have to go through. And a lot of people fail just for a phone operator position.
yeah.
But
Well, and if
that's
you have
something
special needs too,
I could see Pink doing, like the phone,
sometimes,
the system that T-Mobile has here in Springfield. I could see Pink doing that every single day, having fun. All you do is say, "Hey, this T-Mobile, how can I help you?" And it's all about like, how do I use my phone?
yeah.
What's going on? Because you pick different positions. You don't have to be in the billing department. So therefore you don't have to have the grouchy people. You can have the people that are new, don't know how to work their phone, but yet they send you through school at the facility. Sorry, I have the hiccups, but they send you through school at the facility, and then you learn everything, and then you go out on the floor and you make tons of fucking money.
Well, and the other thing is a lot of these companies, like say for instance the Starbucks or even Amazon, right? They do call center stuff over at Amazon fulfillments. That you have to have that GD. And
You
so,
have to. Yeah, you have
but
to.
circling back to like the time and taking tests, like when you claim like Americans with Disabilities Act, you can get your testing extended. So like
What?
when
Hold on. Something's going on with Ray. He's my friend, and I
What
need to know
happened?
what's going on. Um, I don't know what's going on yet. I'm trying to look. That'll make you sick too. Okay. Um, I've put it off for 2 years. I've had 5 uncles and 2 aunts die of stomach cancer, and I wouldn't want to know if I had it because I'd make a damn list. Nothing they can do for it anyway. Well, I mean, on some things that you're saying, Ray, is correct, but then sometimes if you do find out quickly, there is sometimes they can do something about it. And I'm not just talking like chemo and stuff. There's like herbal, actual fruit you can eat. There's actual marijuana tinctures that will heal you. Now, if it's an ulcer, right, they will do what they just did to me and they'll give you an antibiotic. Now that antibiotic will knock you for a loop. You'll feel like you're in another world. You'll be sleeping like freaking 19 hours a day. But once it starts killing everything, you'll be back to your normal self. And my stomach has not hurt since. But you got to go get checked, or you got to tell them that, my stomach's hurting me so bad I'm bending over, and let them try with the antibiotic first and see if that works. And if that doesn't work, then you have definitely got to be checked, love.
Is
We
it
don't
called
want to
like?
lose you here.
Is it called stomach cancer?
Well, no, he said that his family's died from that, but we don't want that from him. So it could just be an ulcer like what I had. He
yeah,
said,
I want to
nothing for
go
this one, Betty. It grows like
Hey,
jellyfish
Pink Warrior,
tentacles in
how
your
are you
stomach.
doing, lovely?
well,
Okay,
I had to get an
he says,
endoscopy.
hold on. This is real important. We got someone sick in our room. Please listen, everybody. I'll find out September the 2nd. Okay, so it's saying that it grows like a jellyfish tentacles in your stomach. So is this a parasite? Hey, Pink Warrior. Um, are they talking like this could be a parasite? The way that you could change it is to definitely go with the antibiotics first. And there's also herbs that kill parasites. See, people forget that we always deworm our dogs and our cats, but you forget to deworm yourself. People think that people don't have worms. Yes, we absolutely do have worms.
Ringworms?
Any kind of worms. There's so many. There's like over 175 different worms that can be in our bodies, from the meat, the pork, and all the different things that we eat. The parasites. Sometimes we'll eat lettuce and it has, parasites on it that grows inside your body. That sometimes is the main killer in the world is parasites, and people don't know it because they think, let me warm my dog, let me warm my cat, but forget about me.
Well, that would explain why they always tell you to wash your fruits, like when you like wash your grapes before you eat them, wash
Yes,
your apples, wash the oranges,
yes, yes, with vinegar, water, scrub them, all of that. Yeah,
yeah, because I was always taught that you don't eat your fruits without washing them.
correct. But your lettuce is the same way. Like there's so many chemicals, so much stuff that they're actually most of the companies that own our food at this point, and not being weird, but they're owned by poison companies. You can look it up yourself. So no matter how hard we wash them, we're still getting the chemicals in our bodies. That's why I take herbs every single day now. Like my daughter sent me herbs. My mom was an herbalist. I wish she was still here because she used to heal people from cancer and everything else all over the world. I miss that woman. And my stepfather wouldn't give me the book so that I could heal people that she had.
Yeah, I'm not really like I'm not a really big fruit or vegetable person. I mean, I do eat grapes. I mean, the grapes is like I say one of my favorite fruits, but any other fruit is just like no thanks, because I'm more like a person that just eat like I eat
Did
more
you
like
know
fruit
that
like
a tomato is a fruit?
yes.
Yeah. Did you know that certain nuts can actually make it to where you can go to the bathroom if you're like constipated?
I
Did you
knew
know
that.
like Cascara Sagrada is like the best if like you're taking other medications that's constipating you? It will actually make you go, but not make you go like as if, like an X-Lax or something would.
I don't yeah, I don't like I don't like being like constipated, like and stuff like that.
It
It's like you
hurts. It
yeah,
hurts.
it does. It's like, then you have to like then you have to like push it out and stuff like
Now,
that. And
truth
then you have
hurts.
to crunch up your
Yeah,
face and stuff.
right. Truth hurts is correct. The herbs that I use have been in business since 1975. It's called naturesunshine.com. And I'm a member there. My mom was so far high up in there, they sent her to Colorado or California. And what they do is they liquid chemographic test it for 10 years, and then they chemographic test it for 10 years. And if it doesn't make it and it's a bad herb when it comes out finished, then they'll even make you wait for it for the next batch that comes in. They've been in business since 1975, and they started because the owner had a problem with his stomach, and he found that cayenne pepper was good, but he couldn't take it by a spoonful. So he started putting it in capsule form. And then his friends came down around the table and they started putting it in capsule form for him. And then from there, Nature's Sunshine was born. Now, when my mom was into the herbs and stuff, it was about 10 years later that Walmart and all these other places started bringing out herbs. Well, what they do is they pick the herbs that are left over from what Nature Sunshine has already had, and they put fillers and stuff in them, and that ends up killing people. It is not strictly herbs. Strictly herbs will not affect your medication because it works just like food, except if you are pregnant. And if you are pregnant, there is certain things that you cannot take when you are pregnant,
Mhm.
like false unicorn. That's an herb you do not take. Or no, false unicorn. If you're having a miscarriage, false unicorn will stop your period, stop you from bleeding, and stop you from miscarrying. But there's a lot of other herbs that you cannot use while you're pregnant because it will throw you into labor.
Hey, Betty, I'm gonna hop down. I'm getting ready to go on a road trip. I'm doing the road
All
trip
right.
this week.
All right,
All
baby. You
right.
take
So
care.
Hope it goes well. Hope
yeah,
you
we're
have fun.
gonna throw a big party in the forest. It's gonna be awesome for the fourth. Um,
We'll have fun.
yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds like it ought to
I
be
think
fun.
I'll
I would.
document stuff later. But yeah, the herbs. I don't know, man. Whatever the acupuncturist gave me for my back, it's been helping with the anti-inflammatory stuff. So
It
I highly
does.
recommend that.
Yeah.
There's some truth to science with, I don't know, man, that Chinese medicine stuff works. I mean, my back,
Yep.
lower back issues went from extreme pain where I couldn't sit, stand, lie down. After acupuncture and the herbal blend they got me on, I it's controllable, manageable now. So, if you
Amen.
haven't tried acupuncture, try it. There's herbal stuff. I'm trying a new thing for weight management too, because as you get older and past, like plus in your
Yep.
late 30s and 40s, and being a stagnant lifestyle that we are nowadays. But yeah,
Mhm.
you have a good one. Don't worry about the idiots on the internet. Betty, you've been through this for so many years. Those that know that you misspoke. They're idiots. And I'm going to call AC a little sheenist because that's what he is. All right. Y'all have
Yeah.
a good night.
All right,
You
you too,
too,
baby.
love.
All right. Bye.
Bye. So, yeah, I mean, my mom was a really big herbalist. She healed people all over the world, but like my stepfather wouldn't give me the book, so I can't do the same. It was almost like a doctor's book, but it was for herbalists. My mom was a doctor herbalist.
Yeah, doctors know what they're doing. Like doctors they really get. I mean, I heard that they really get paid some really good.
Yeah, the way that my mom started later on in life was that she started making the insurance companies pay for her visit and for the medication of the herbs that she gave to the patients all over the world. She was the first one to break through doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
What
being
a
a
damn
doctor.
accomplishment, right? Making the insurance pay for it because you do have alternative and you don't have to have the actual medication as long as you have a herbalist doctor. As long as you have that and they give you the correct, herbs, they pay for the herbs, they pay for your doctor visit, all of that. It's called a holistic doctor. And that was back in the 1999 to 2005, I think it was, something like that. Pretty
Yeah,
interesting. My daughter had bought me like 3 herbs and sent it to me. Ever since I've been taking them, I feel amazing. Now, I did take the medication for the ulcer as well, um, but I'm also taking the herbs. Now, the medication, wow, it put me down like, I don't know, I couldn't stop sleeping.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You were telling me about that. Like, the antibiotics, the stuff that you were taking. You get so tired, and then you like. I remember you told me you slept like 19 hours a day or something.
Yeah, I'd wake up, I'd go to the bathroom, I'd get a drink of water, and I'd be right back in my bed and right back asleep. Like, I don't know. It did some, but then again, they say that if you rest, then your body heals. And so that's kind of how I was taking it. If I rest, then my body would heal.
I try to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night, but the thing is that my body sometimes my body won't even let me get that much to be honest. Like, because I tried going to sleep last night. I tried my best to get as much sleep as I could, and my body just would not let me get the sleep I needed. Like,
So
there's
do they give
no
you
I
any kind of medication so that you can
no
like
I
shut
won't.
your brain down? Because my brain sometimes don't shut down.
No, I don't. No, I wouldn't. No, we tried that. I was like, no, I really
Well, I'm
like to
not
keep.
gonna lie, I'm on sleeping meds, and even sometimes they won't knock me out.
Yeah, because I refuse to like take sleeping meds. Because and stuff like that. I mean, my one of my because most of the medication that it wasn't me that chose to like stop it when I think about it, but
Right.
most of the insurance companies would not cover my medicine, and sometimes some pharmacies didn't carry the medicine, so I ended up stop taking it. So but for right now I'm only taking 2 pills, and that's probably good enough for me because like I
Yeah,
said by
we
the
had
end.
talked about that, and I said that was perfect. I mean, like, yeah, that's you don't need no more. But
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
do have like wandering thoughts to where you can't go to sleep, they also make like valerian tea or sleepy time tea. If you ever see that in a grocery store, grab it. It's like $3 or $4. You brew that tea, you will go straight to sleep. Yeah, that's me, Jess. My psychiatrist gave me one that I thought would never knock me out, and at first it did not. So she upped the dose, and now I take it. I do my breathing exercises, which is where you breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth, and you got to do that like 4 or 5 times because it puts oxygen into your brain that then shuts everything down and lets you know that you're going to sleep. And then I put on a story, like where they read a story, um, and it has like thunderstorms behind it or whatever kind of music, and then I'm fast asleep. Now, if I listen to YouTube or something I'm interested in, yeah, I'm not sleeping. Yeah, that tea is good as well. That's what I'm talking about. Though, if you don't want to take any kind of, medication, there's a lot of teas out there that will just,
Yeah,
knock you out for the whole night.
yeah, and the one that they so
Valerian
much.
root is the best. If you could
Yeah,
find anything with valerian root in it, and it's actually valerian root, you will not wake up. I promise you. Hang on, I need to let Victoria go to bed with her dad because she's having a fit. While that's
all
going
right,
on,
good.
I'm going to play a commercial real quick. And we have another commercial that I've got to do, which I haven't done yet. And Pink, you got to get on my bottom because I have not done it yet. And Taja AI, it's been contacting me. Where is your, protege of, the promotion of the video you promised us? So you got to get on my butt. Oh, they are made in the United States of America. Remember, we always say, if you live in the USA, buy in the USA. Let's take a look at Dubby. Dubby is energy drinks. Yes, all natural energy drinks. The one that I started with was the starter sampler kit. It has this nice sports shaker. That's what it is. Okay. And then they've got laser focus, brain food, be better, energy, no sugar, artificial colors, dyes, fillers, or BS. No crash, no jitters or Angus. And they've got caffeine free. This is $1 per cup and getting an energy drink, which is like $4 to $5 to $6, depending on where you live. And you don't even know what is in it. Remember, this is made in the United States. They have 10 plus custom made flavors. You cannot go wrong with Debbie. Down in the link below, I want to say really quickly, is where you will find Debbie. And before you check out, put the code Betty, my name, in big capital letters, BETTY, to get your 10% off. All right, so I'm back. Can you hear me? Pink, can you hear me? Pink, can you hear me? Anybody hear me? Thank you, Christy. I had to let Victoria out. Okay. Where did Pink go? Did she leave or something? Did she go do something? Thank you, Truth Hurts. I think within a day I have 1.5, maybe two. A lot of times it just gets cold, and I'll drink my first cup, and then the second cup will just get cold, and I'll have like half of it. Where did Pink go? Does anybody know where Pink went? I grabbed me some candy. as I was letting Victoria out. I was drinking the everyday dose, but that stuff is like $37 a month. It is way too expensive. I finally got my canister this month, but yeah, I canceled it. I was like, that's too expensive. Drinking water is really good, depending on where you drink it from. Sometimes when I drink it from my house, I get sick. Pink, are you there? Sorry, I'm eating candy. Anybody know where Pink went? I can't even pronounce that. Curious. Berberian is a supplement that she's taking for weight stuff. You don't hear her? I don't either. Let me see if she's okay. Why do those people always do that to me and try to play it off as though I did something so disgusting? Like, for real. Nothing else in 8 years, and then my channel goes down, and that is what they play. And they think that that's the truth. But, like, they actually think I did that. Yeah, but still, like, even a person that probably don't have a brain would understand I didn't. Maybe their skeletons need to be starting to be brought out. All the way back to grade school. How about that? You know, we don't dox or hurt anybody on this channel, but I might have another channel that might take it back to grade school.
Okay, I'm back. My bad.
Where'd you go?
My mom called me, so I was like, I talked to her for a little bit. My bad.
Okay.
I didn't know how
Well, I
long
was
you were gonna be
gone.
gone. Huh?
I was gone letting Victoria out and getting candy.
Yeah, I didn't know how long you were actually gonna be gone, so I just, when she called me, I just decided to go talk to her for a few.
You know, that's true, right? That I should just think about what all you think about me. But I just cannot live with the fact that somebody in this world thinks of me like my grandpa really was. Victoria, go to bed. She's scratching on my door, and I'm telling her she needs to go with daddy. Go get in bed with daddy.
I guess she prefers to be with you instead.
Right? She always wants to be up my butt. I'm not kidding you. Like, sometimes she'll go to bed with daddy while I'm, on the line or whatever, or editing. And then sometimes she is just right up me. But she is a support dog. So I think maybe if she knows I'm upset, she's not going to leave me. They don't believe me. Okay, this is the thing. I gave Flow State the phone number and the case number that he can call tomorrow. And he said once he found out the information, he would put it out on his channel. I have nothing to lie about. I wouldn't even be set. Listen, girl, they would have arrested me in 2019. Sorry, but my state does not play. That's what it is, Ray. They know it's not true. They know it bothers me. So they antagonize me. But it's so embarrassing and humiliating.
Wait, who are we talking about again?
The panel I just left from. When I told you I was like, things were going bad and stuff.
Oh,
hang on again. Don't leave, Pink. You can't just leave them because we just lost 20 people. Hang on. I've got to get Victoria into bed because she's scratching on my door. So, Pink, you got to take care of them. I'm trying. Hang on. Let me put something on. I'm going to introduce you to the next character on the YouTube Days of Our Lives, okay?
Okay. But anyways, what do you guys want to talk about? No, I was gonna say, what do you guys want to talk about? Because I'm lost of words. I'm trying to figure out what.
All right. Well, hang on. I'm gonna play something. I'm gonna play something so you don't have to talk about nothing. Okay. I'm gonna play something.
She said, "Oh, Jess said she'd rather hear me talk."
Well, you can talk, but I'm gonna introduce what I'm bringing to us.
Okay. So Jess, what you got going on?
All right, these are some of the victims. They're going to speak their opinions on what happened.
I know where in hell I can put up with this type of shit. Hell no. So she left. He came back home. Armani had took an Uber. She went to the fucking airport. Yeah. She left. I cried myself to sleep on the couch with him. Woke up the next day, texted Armani like, "Are you okay? Where are you?" She upstairs. This bitch is upstairs. So I was like, "Oh, I'm glad you didn't leave. Good. Okay, cool. Can you come with me? Because I was going back to get the rest of my stuff." Yes, this is my first time telling this. Because he told me when we first left LA and I left majority of all my stuff, he told me that he wasn't coming back from none of this crap. He was like, "You already have too much stuff." Y'all, mind you, I moved from LA to Vegas with an SUV for the stuff. An SUV. It was shit everywhere. I'm not gonna lie. And I left most of it there because I wasn't allowed to bring it. That's all I could do was pack the SUV with.
All right, y'all. That is the intro. Welcome to Surviving TKO Part 2. All right, so y'all, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my panel. I want to say thank y'all so much and welcome to the panel. Admins, make sure y'all do y'all big ones. Ladies, if I don't want the comments to hinder us. If the comments don't bother y'all don't have to, but if you could swipe left or to the right to get the comments off, you definitely can, because I'm definitely here with y'all. I'm not in the comments, so I just want y'all to know y'all are in a safe space. So let me go ahead and unmute y'all, or y'all can unmute yourselves if y'all were muted. Hold on, let me oh no, I didn't mute y'all. Okay, there we go. All right, we're starting with Yetta. Can you introduce yourself and let's go across the panel and let us know a little bit about you.
Hi, I'm Yetta Brown Baby. I've been on this app since March 2020. I have an agency, Brown Talent Agency, and I told my story about TKO back in April 2021. So, yeah, I was the first one on Bigo to try to speak out about it. There were other people on Bigo, thank you, Charlie, who dealt with him. I was the first one. That's me, unfortunately. Go ahead, Lynette.
Hi, my name is Lynette. I'm TKO. I don't know what to say.
Whatever you feel
I have
comfortable
his
with.
kid.
Look. Yes. So this is
I'm the one that has his kid.
child, y'all. They have,
And
yes.
it was like
Correct.
16, 17 years ago, right?
A kid he doesn't know at all. Will never know. He basically like expect him here.
In his ass every day. 3 years ago, that's when I found Island Girl. She found me, and I did an interview with her. She showed her story. She told her story. She showed all the pictures, the evidence, and everything. Like in 2021, a long time ago. So this is Island Girl. Okay.
Yep. Welcome to the panel, Island Girl. Hey, beauty, lovely. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you let us know a little bit about yourself?
I'm beautiful, lovely. I used to be TKO's bottom bitch. I met him in 2012, so we've been on and off since 2012. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Yes, I want to welcome you to the panel. Okay. All right. So I guess I'm gonna start it with you since you're in the box, lovely. So I do want to ask, like, how did you first come into contact with TKO Capone? If you can kind of give us a little bit of a background, and I'm gonna just let you go with it. I'm not gonna interrupt you. I'm gonna mute myself. Okay.
Okay. When I first met TKO, I had just got fired from my job. I was working at Sonic for like 3 years. And I had got fired, and I went to another job, Hideaway Pizza. I didn't like it at all. I hated my job. I seen TKO on Facebook. Every day I would get on Facebook and he would just keep popping up on my timeline. And I was like, damn, he fine. He used to have photo shoots and he used to have the greatest pictures. And I was like, all right, this is the third time he pops up. Let me just hit you up. So I hit him up and he said, give me your number, let's meet up. And we met up. He took me out to eat. He took me to the studio. And he started talking to me about how much money we could make. I told him I always wanted to be a rapper. I always wanted to be an actress. And he said, we can go to LA, we can get this money. He told me about prostitution. And he said, they really don't want sex. They just want to spend time with you. So we can do this. We can make a lot of money. We can become rich and famous. And so he was like, we just need some money. And I was like, I just got 200. That's all I got. So I gave that to him. Yeah, I'm nervous, you guys.
Baby. And let me say this real quick, not to cut you off. Y'all, admins, kick out anybody. And Lovely, I don't want you to be intimidated by the comments or anything. You can swipe the comments. I'm here with you.
I know. I should stop interacting with the comments.
Yeah, because I don't want them. Thank you, Karma. I just don't. Because
so if you swipe from left to right and then press the little T in the bottom left, the whole comments will go away. Okay. Swipe from left to
Hold on just a moment. I need to figure out why.
right, and then the little T in the bottom left
should be better.
Disappear. Boom.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, and you can go ahead and finish. I'm sorry, love. Go ahead.
Okay, so we got our money and we went to Vegas, And I started posting online. I started posting ads on Backpage, and I started going on dates. I remember my first date I ever had. I didn't have to have sex. They just wanted to like sniff cocaine off of me. It was crazy. And then I came down from the hotel and I gave him the money. He was like, "Great job. That was your first time." And so then we traveled to this music producer, and that's when TKO started showing me his true colors. When he I did something stupid. I was doing my hair and I was like, I started flushing stuff down the toilet, like my hair, and TKO started yelling at me. He was like, "This is dumb. Why would you do that? You're gonna stop up the toilet." He just started going off on me. And then we had got a girl, she had a baby. The baby spilled Kool-Aid all over the floor. He started going crazy. He kicked her out. And so we started having dates and making moves. We started getting money, but I wasn't making that much money. We wasn't doing a good job. So he just started punching the wall. He punched a big ass hole in the wall. I just looked at him like, my intuition was telling me like, this dude is kind of crazy. But I stayed with him. I stayed loyal to him. And we left and we went back to Oklahoma. And we started posting back again on Backpage. And I wasn't really making that much money. So he was like, "You either gonna have to be a stripper or you're gonna have to, or I'm done with you." And by then I was extremely in love. Like, he was like the love of my life at this time. And I was like, okay, I'll be a
So I'm going to introduce you to TKO now so that you see who TKO is. I know a lot of people left. That's fine. But this right here is TKO. He uses a filter. He slims down his nose. He takes away the bags on his eyes. And, he looks like a fairly good looking guy, right? Like, this is TKO Capone.
My biggest turn on is
All these men giving him gifts.
About this, to include her being aggressive, wanting to be playing, I'm good, my rhythm.
I'm gonna drop down, bro. I was just stepping in. I'm gonna come back.
All right.
Now the other guy wants a polygamy relationship. He's just looking for one girl first. He don't have even one.
So what I was saying was, a woman. My number one turn on is a woman that's just all about me. That's really about me. I'm talking about my game plan. She's submissive to what I'm doing. Yeah, she's just easygoing. She just believes in me. Someone who really values me. So they're easy just to build with. Like, they're just all about me. Like, they're concerned about what I'm trying to accomplish.
Notice me.
That's
all
my
right,
biggest
hold
turn
on.
Somebody that's actually.
Notice he keeps saying me, all about me, all about me. It's all about me. I want a woman that will build with me, all about me. Have you noticed that, Pink?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I noticed that he was like repeating himself, making it sound like it was all about him, like he's not taking any consideration of what he actually has done to this woman, because you know she's really been shocked. Like you can tell
Honey,
by
he
her
has
voice.
8 women. He has 8 women he's
And
done that to. 8. And he is an RSO, and I told you a little bit today, he's been in prison for it. Yeah, there's 8 just from Bigo, because he goes on Bigo, says he's looking for a polygamous relationship, and really he's looking for women to bring in money, and so he can sit on his ass right there with the CPN and then talk to women like this to bring more money in. And to talk to him is about $100 if you're offline and you just want to talk to him. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
that's
Just says
that's
I can see the filter. Yeah, if you've seen him without a filter, I'm not being mean or nothing, but his nose is like all the way across his face, and that's what he has the most I guess problem about, is that his nose is halfway across his face, so he don't want no one to see that. And that's why he uses a fucking filter. And then he puts contacts in that are like green. And then that chain right there, that's the only chain that he bought that has a phone with it that's actually real. And I believe $50,000 from someone else, another woman's money laying on her back for him. Um, yeah, this is TKO Capone, ladies and gentlemen, to my replay crew. This is who I'm introducing to our soap opera. And boy, is he a character. Just listen to him yourself.
Take
I
time
just
out
want
their
to
own life and be like, man, what you got going? How can I help? How can I be assistance? Like, ain't nothing like that. That's my biggest turn on.
I just want to say one thing.
And my biggest turn off, it has to be
Go ahead, Liv.
I was gonna say that this is gonna be hard for me to like follow, because I mean it's, you know, even though I don't know the situation, because I've never actually heard of this guy, and I don't actually use Beagle and stuff like that, so it's gonna be hard for me to actually follow through everything that's going on.
Remember when I told
in
you
this.
today that he went to prison
Yeah, I
for
remember.
raping a 15-year-old, tore her insides 17 stitches. He went to prison for that. I showed you some of his victims before I started in with what he is and his charisma and how it's all about him, but this is his charisma. Now, most of the time, every day he dresses fashionable because the women pay for it. They pay for it.
Yeah.
So just follow along, love. I'm just introducing him right now.
Okay.
I can give you 2 or 3. It's just stand out. I don't know which one's the biggest. Somebody that's too sensitive. So like, I'm here to teach. Like a lot of women are attracted to me because of my strong personality and sternness, but they don't like when I'm on their ass or when I'm correcting.
Criticism, they can't take it.
They can't take
it
criticism.
as like coming at them.
And it'd be out of love, like, and they're just so sensitive. Like, it's like I can't get through no conversation without them like playing the victim. I'd be somebody that's talking over me. And the only reason why I put it second, because it could have been first, is because usually they start talking over me when they're sensitive about something. So that's the only reason why I put that first. I hate the emotionalism. You know, get that in check. Like learn how to be receptive to the information I'm giving without using your emotions all the time. What's up with you, baby? What's up, Lola? You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing for me, because I get mad at myself for allowing my, because like I'm so empathetic to people with people like that. It never ends well. Like it never goes nowhere. And then I still believe, and I continue to get chances. It never goes. So I'd be more like fuck with somebody that's really yo. You got to somebody that understands you. I don't understand you is knowing that you got to be like how can you say you want to be with me, but then you don't even trust my judgment of the things that I'm telling you.
You know what? Are you kidding me right now? Hmm.
Sorry about that. I was muted. My StreamYard's acting crazy, so we're gonna try this again. Welcome all you new bushwatchers or people. Welcome.
I mean, Betty,
This is
I just,
TKO Capone. What'd you say?
no, I was just gonna say that, you know, I guess is that we'll learn something from this guy, from watching this guy, I guess, but I
Oh
guess is
yeah.
that, you know,
Oh yeah. I'm just
but I mean, but it,
introducing you. Yeah, I'm just introducing you and showing you he has victims. We're gonna go from the bottom to the top. This dude is a character.
yeah, but I just want to
Yeah,
say that
this dude's a
that
character for real.
this is probably gonna take out a lot out a lot of people for a lot of people. Like I think it's gonna take a lot out of me for sure. Like, you know, it's hard. Like, you know, a lot of people won't be able to like stand watching this, but in that, but
Oh yeah, they will. Oh yeah, they will. I watch the dude all the time. A lot of people
yeah,
can't
but
stand Mammoth. That's the thing they can't stand. This dude is something
yeah,
totally different, just like people ask for. And this is what this dude believes in. This is why this girl's asking. She's like, well, what? This was just 2 days ago. And he's telling her what he wants, what he expects, what he wants out of a woman with a polygamy relationship. But yet, that's not really what it is. It's really a
I'm
pimp, relationship. That's why he keeps saying me, I, that kind of stuff. But I'm only going to play a little bit more to let you know who this person is.
okay.
Because when I was playing the victims, you was like, well, where's the person? Well, here's the person. This is who the victims were talking about.
Because you so much offended. Like you only like it when I'm giving it online. You only like it when I'm giving it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Because people, they say they respect me and value me for the man that I am and how knowledgeable I am. I lead and guide the way they want to do it, or they want the number one with females is they do it. They want me to respond to things the way they like. They want me to see things the way they see it. They want me to conform to the way, like, just do it this way. And why don't you just treat it like no? You know what I'm saying? However, but they love that I'm an alpha male. They love that they love that I'm a leader. Me to have no submissiveness
Right,
at all.
TKO. They want you to be a normal man, not take all their money, and not beat the shit out of them. That's why we're going to go back to your victims.
Stripper. I'll be a stripper, and he took me to the strip club. He got me some drinks, and that's when I started dancing, and I was making a lot.
Now, not sure how old you were, around how old.
I wasn't that smart. My mother didn't teach me a lot about men. So I thought TKO was my only way out. Because he promised all my life, I just wanted to be rich and famous. I just wanted to be a rapper. And TKO, he was like my only way out. But I was in love with him. And so I started dancing, and at first it was just me and him. Armani was just his best friend. They both told me they were just best friends, but they had more going on. I really thought they was best friends. I didn't think they was the girl to tell me only best friends. And so I didn't realize that they was together until we moved in together. But yeah, I started dancing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, what was you about to say?
So I was going to ask you, I was going to let you know, first of all, you were a baby, you were only a baby. It's not your fault. You were, just young.
Yeah, I was a baby. I barely went to school. Like my mother, she didn't care if I went to school or not. I would always wake up late, and one day the principal called, and he was just like, "Just don't come to school. Just don't come. Just don't come back." So I had.
That's it for that video. I'm only going to show you bits and pieces. Now we're going to go back to TKO. And this is the man that she was talking about.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a turnoff to me. You know what I'm saying? If you say you respect me, if you say you respect me and value me to the point to where I'm qualified to lead you, if I'm qualified to lead you, then trust my judgment and take this constructive criticism. Because the only way that you're going to grow and be a better person is if I'm able to teach you. But if you're not being receptive to the information, and we're going to be arguing and you're going to be in your feelings, we're going to get nowhere real fast. And I never potential, but I never get nowhere. It was in the last 3 or 4 months, it's been 2 people. I talked to one this morning. It's like 2 people that's like that. Like, they had hella potential. You know what I'm saying? But
He's talking about his new 2 drip angels that just came on the scene. One is from a different country, and the other one lives right there in the same state as him, and she is a stripper. The one that is a stripper, she actually went through the poly auditions and won out of like 28. Well, there might have been 50 girls at that point. He's down to like nothing at this point. Women know exactly how he is, so women aren't banging down his door like they used to be. But she made it, and then the other girl got in his DMs. She's a scientist, which means she makes a lot of money, and she comes from a different country to come see him.
Emotionalism, like the sensitivity, and and then if they was like, it'd be the type of shit like if they wasn't involved and they was talking, they would get it. What you're saying is I respect it, but it's that I'm not treating them in the way they can't control the way that I'm giving them energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they want it to be in the way they want it to be. Like, no, get you a beta male for that. Get you in control. You're not gonna control me. So if you respect me, I don't think people really respect me to say that. Because if you really respect me, then you're gonna allow me to lead.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be, well, you're not doing it the way that I want you to do it this way, or you're not responding, or you're not hitting me up, or you're not. Like, let me do it this way. If I want to be with you, then let me be with you on my terms. When 100% of the time somebody's coming over into my life, I'm not coming into somebody else's life. How the fuck you gonna enjoying my family and enjoying everything that I've built on my own,
And want to change you,
and then want me to come on your terms? It'd be backwards than a motherfucker. Now, if I was coming into your life and I wanted to come into what you built, then yes, then I need to come on your terms. But if you're coming into my world, you want to join mine, and then you get upset because I'm not doing things that you want me to do it your way.
your way, yeah.
Like, that's backwards, and I think that's
You're
what
not
people
even doing everything 100% your way.
Yeah, and then
How can you add?
ego and pride get in the way when I talk to them like that. Me being real, then they'll back off and they'll fuck up a good.
So now you can hear how TKO feels about women, and that, you know, they got to do everything he says. They can't have any personality or anything else. This is a woman 16 years ago that met him, that was a stripper, and she's going to tell her side of the story.
16
Now,
years
I
ago?
wasn't in this for long,
Yes,
but I went
16
over
years ago, and
there.
she has his son, and she never told him she had a son by him until 8 months ago. And she came to his panel and she said, "You did this and this, XYZ. I have your son. You left me for dead, blah, blah, blah." And he acted like he had never met her in his life. And I've noticed that that's a pattern. If people have not met the girls online through all of his 82 million subscribers on Bigo, then they don't know about them. So this girl right here is also a girl that's a victim from him. I believe she gave like $30 to be in his angels, and he threw a shake at her, and it went all over her face and stuff. That's the only thing he did to her. This girl right here, it happened 15 years ago. She's the first one that actually came out, and then after that, a plivel of
They
girls
talk
came
to
out.
you. It's like a audition. Everything is audition when it comes to these places. So that's how it works. You audition. If anybody's ever danced here, they know. Okay, chicas bonitas. Okay, yeah. If anybody knows about strip clubs, you audition. That's what you do. Okay, so I went to this other place for an audition. I spoke to the manager, whatever. I started working. Now, when I originally went over there with the agreement with my husband, it was only to make money as working at the door, doing the waitress thing. It wasn't never to dance. Dancing, he wanted me to come back because we have a son, our first son. So I'm first thing is first. I'm not saying I didn't mess up. I'm not saying I'm not putting all the blame in other people. Like, I'm responsible for my actions. You know, I was young. So I told my husband, I don't want to go back. I want to work. I want to make money. And, you know, I want to stay here. And I wanted to know what it was to feel. And, you know, I wanted good to be free. I felt good, you know. So I made the decision to stay there. So we separated. Okay, so he had my son. We said this beautiful young lady. I don't know her by her legal name, and I'm not gonna mention names just out of respect for people. And we became really close. That's the person that I used to go to every day, like, because when you work in these places, it's a lot of animosity, like people get mad and they just want to, not get along with one another. So I became really close with this girl, and she kept talking to me about the person that took care of her. And here in Vegas, she was explaining.
Okay, so I have introduced you to TKO, and I have introduced you to some of his victims. That was the very first one. And years later, the blonde-headed girl that you saw, that was about his third or fourth one that has came forward. And I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to close the show. I'm sure Jimbo's probably live or something.
Last time I checked, he's not. He
We're
was
going to
not
close
going.
the
He don't
show.
like. I was gonna say
Well, we
last time
only
I
have
checked, he
4
didn't.
people in here. Like, I've never only had 4 or 5 people in my life ever. So, like, somebody's live that's really important at this point. But again, like I told you, I want to leave it as a soap opera, right? So
Yeah.
tomorrow, when we start again, that's where we're going to start at. Ernie's live. See? Do you want to cover Ernie? I'll cover him.
Okay.
All right, let's cover Ernie. Maybe we'll
But I was gonna
take some
say.
of his. Maybe we'll take
I
some
was,
of his fucking viewers, con artists.
but
I think he's at
Nick Lena,
Megas.
he only had like 140 something, 49 people in there when he usually has 300 something people in there. But Nicolina was the one that had
Well, he has
219
219 right now. He has 219 right now.
Okay. He's not really that interested because Nicolina had almost 400 people in her chat earlier. So versus
Yeah,
Ernie, who had only
exactly.
149, only 149. So it just because he has
You're
219,
breaking
that
up,
don't.
babe. I think everything is breaking up. It's like so weird what's going on with our internet tonight. Everybody's breaking up. Everything's breaking up. Can't hear nothing. But like the whole time you were talking, it was breaking up. Survival of the fittest or survival of the smartest? Well, I know where you are. You're at Megas. You've been there for the last 2 days, dude. Look at this. He has
Now,
everybody on. This is the things that he thinks is funny. Let me show you something. He has everybody on pause, and he has 217 people watching with everybody on pause.
oh my goodness, like that's what he does. That's what he does.
And people sit and watch like us. Like, I was trying to introduce something new, to YouTube that goes with YouTube. And what happened? They all ran over to Skern,
Who?
a grapist, a guy that videotapes grape, like Skern dog. Like, that's where they all went.
What? Who is that? I don't know who
They
that
all went
is.
to this piece of shit. Skern
Um.
dog. His name's Skern dog. I call him Skern dog. Yeah, God
Oh, the
forbid
guy
we
that we're
watch
watching.
something different. But in my chat, did not everybody ask for something different? Did not
They did.
everybody ask for something different?
They did.
We give them something different, and where are they? Yeah. And where are they when we ask for something different? Where are they?
They're somewhere else.
Gone. They're over there with them. And Jess did.
We-
And she
Should've
was
been
we
interested in what we were
because
talking about.
I could have just came back
More than
anytime.
this fucking AIDS patient
About to get this thing done. I said we're going to have some fun after this.
and
Don't be
SDA.
falling
She
asleep,
just
Angel.
goes
Oz,
with
you'll
the
be thinking
flow.
you're
She's a
watching the Stand show, and we
friend.
damn sure ain't the Stand. I'll tell you that.
See,
I'm
the
thinking about
Stand is
keeping you
live,
all up
evidently.
about 3 hours tonight, at least 3 hours. A good 3
Yeah, well,
hours
Betty,
will
you
work
know I'm
great.
always gonna support you no matter what, even if
Good
we don't.
3 hours. We may
Wait,
even
pause
take
for
a
a
trip
second.
down the road. We may do something.
Right.
We may do something. We may come back.
Yeah,
I'll tell
let
you
me
what.
say
Let
something
me.
right now. Like Jess said, it's stupid. People bitch about Mammoth. It's stupid. You get 100 people when covering Mammoth that we already watched and bitch
Right, and
about Mammoth throughout all of this shit. And then we bring
right,
something new to you and you're fucking gone.
Right, and I just want to say is this: people get mad at it. I mean, yeah, they got mad yesterday when we were covering Mammon and stuff like that. And like you said, they did ask for something different. They said that they were tired of us going over the same thing. So yeah, I mean, they did ask for something different. I'm here to say that I'm here for you no matter what. Like, I don't, even if I don't agree what we're watching, I'm still going to be here, and I'm still going to be here and learn something. I'm still going to be here, and like, like you said, I agreed to it. We needed a variety of stuff, but I'm here no matter what, even if I don't agree to it. You know what I mean? It's like, shoot, it's like we need
that,
something.
Pink.
Yeah,
I
it's
really
like we need.
appreciate that because, like, my heart's broken right now. I got called a CP watcher. I gave the phone number to Flo, and the case number. I would like to be cleared and vindicated again for the fucking 19,000th time because I'm so sick of being called that. And then now we're gonna cover freaking Ernie again, and I was trying to bring someone new to the soap opera. Like,
Exactly. I just don't.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yes,
I just
you
don't.
and
I just.
SDA have been the only ones here that give a shit about me or give a shit about Pink. And even both of you said you would like a variety. I give a variety. You two stay, and everybody else fucking leaves because they want to go watch what Ernie's fucking doing.
Right. I don't get it.
Instead of a guy that's pimping women out, living in a fucking mansion, driving a fucking Porsche, using a CPN, which nobody knows what the fuck that is until I teach them, and using women for their money,
Are you serious? Loyalty?
No, don't worry about that person. SDA.
Okay.
SDA, take care of that for us. Thank you. Take care of that for us. If you guys, if people don't want to come because Pink's here, then I guess people won't come. That's the way it'll be because Pink is my friend. And when I say somebody's my friend, they're my motherfucking friend. Thank you, Jess. So let's watch Ernie, which is boring as fuck, but let's watch him. He's the one we all need to watch who sits there on fucking pause and laugh. No, I can't watch him. He's playing fucking music. I'm going back to what I was doing before. All right. So, we're going back to what happened to the girl 16 years ago.
Okay.
Her name,
Yeah,
she goes by Island Girl.
Yeah, because to be honest,
in Vegas, you need to have somebody to essentially take. I've never known anything about back then. Obviously, I'm not that oblivious now. But back then, I never knew anything about having pimps or
women and children. That I'm trying to show you a predator right now that has preyed on many different women. This was around the first one. when he lived in a shithole and was a fucking pimp and was a pimp to all the girls at the strip club. And she's talking about everything that happened, like how it started and what he did and how he left her.
Right. I would think
I
that
just thought, you make your money, you make your money. You know?
SDA saying that she
Hang
has
on,
So
a
she
hang
video.
on
they're
just
talking
one
to me
second
about
before we
a
go
person.
forward. Go ahead and say what you got to say, Pink. I didn't know.
I was gonna say that SDA said that she had a video of Mama T
Right,
on
that's what I'm
Bebop.
saying. You have the video. We could play it.
Yeah, we can play that if you want.
Yeah, and we could play it, but we're not playing it right now. Everybody already. We've been seeing it. We've seen it with Nick.
Yeah, we did.
She came up there on D Boss's panel and started her shit, talking her shit. This is something
Right,
new,
and she was
people.
yeah, and
I'm the
and what
YouTube
bugs
days, which means we're going to cover everything on YouTube. And this is a new person that is looking right now. He's got a charge for not registered as a sex offender, and also a woman that they knew right away that she was you know, one of his girls, and that he was a pimp, and they came back and arrested him even though she didn't say anything. They still pressed charges. um yes, please do that, babe. Please do that, Ray. And then this woman finally came out 3 years ago. This is a 3-year-old video. He had just came to Bigo and was throwing his shit around like he was King Putt, getting all these women. And she came out with her real story about the way that the man is. Then the next girl that got with him, she finally pressed charges against him like last month, you know? Hang on.
do we know how long he's gonna actually be in there, or is this just
We
like a
don't know,
temporary?
but the Las Vegas Police Department is on it like there is no tomorrow, love. Like, when Korea went like I'll introduce you to all the players. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to
Yeah.
introduce you a little bit at a time. This is how I started out. I saw who he was, and then I went to his background, and boom, this is how you got to start this. And then we stop it, and then people want to come back and know what happened next. What happened next, Betty? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I can honestly say that I didn't know how I was actually gonna like this at first, but as we get more into it, I think it becomes more interesting to know, if you know what I mean.
And she's very good at being able to describe things to put you there with her. And that's what I really like, is when someone can come forward and they can be very appealing to what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Um I'll give you the view on all of them in a bit, SDA. Okay, thank you. That would be wonderful. I like clips because they are short and sweet. That's right. But she's one of those people that are very how would I put it? Like, when you listen to her, you really are intuitive to what she's saying, because you can tell this woman is not lying. You can tell it by her body actions, the way she talks, the way she's remembering it. Like, this woman has a photogenic memory. I kid you not. She's going plumb down to the purses, the money, everything in just a moment. I was glued when I first watched her. And when it shut off, I was mad as I was mad.
I bet, because
Take
this will
care of
be
her.
like a
He's,
tragic event.
takes care of us. He provides, you know, everything that we need. And I didn't ask for, and she's explaining to me how it works. And essentially, every girl in the club was saying the same thing. Yes, girl, that's how it works. Just take care of you. You need somebody to help you out. Da 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 da. So I agreed to go
People
meet
don't
up
understand
with.
what's going on right now is a lot of times when you go to a strip club and you do not have a pimp, you will have a beautiful woman telling you, hey, you need to get with the guy I'm with because he takes care of you. He gives you a place to live. He makes sure nobody robs you. He makes sure all your things are taken care of. Blank, 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 blank. You know what I'm saying? And all of this different
I would
stuff,
say
right? And
I would say
Jess,
that
can you get rid of that? Thank you. Can you get rid of that? Thank you. Um,
I'd
and
say that
so,
I was gonna say that I've been to that place before. I did not. I'm not really a big fan of strip clubs. I've only been there like I said once in it, but and this is when my mentor like took me. He said that I was not supposed to tell my mom or my therapist, which I did tell them, and I did tell my co-coach too. It's just like I was
wow,
just
your mentor took you and didn't want you to tell nobody?
that's right, and yep, he sure did. And I wasn't even 21 at the time. I was like more like 18 or something.
Wow, Pink.
hmm and not ever
Okay.
again am I. Yeah, I want to say
Okay.
this, not
So,
ever. Yeah, not ever again am I
so
going back there.
no, don't, baby. Don't. It's not good for you. So this is what happens though. Sometimes when you're new, you don't know what you're doing. She said she left her husband and a girl kept approaching her saying that, hey, this guy will take care of you, make sure your money's good, make sure nobody will bother you. He'll keep you from getting beat. He'll, make sure you have a bed to sleep in. We got a bunch of girls there, blah, blah, blah. Now that's what she's explaining right now. Okay. And then she's explaining how she agreed to it and how she got to TKO's house. Now, mind you, this girl's married at the time, but she decided, she wanted to be a stripper, live that life, um, yada, yada, yada. She wasn't looking for a pimp, but she was kind of scared because she said, like, you're by yourself type of shit. And she didn't have a husband, she didn't have no one to go home to. And so when you're stripping and stuff like that, you need somebody to go home to type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how these girls get picked up at a very young age. I'm not kidding you. I think she already said her age, but I think she'll say it again. She said she was very, very young. I think she meant 17, 18, 19 years old, if I'm not mistaken, because see, you don't have to drink in a strip club and you can live in Las Vegas. And back in the day, 16 years ago, you could strip and you didn't have to be but 18.
The person that she was talking about. I go, and there was so many like that I didn't even know if it was like the place that he owned, or it wasn't even like a big beautiful place. It was like uh
A
is it
shithole.
for me to say, wow, this person is, you know, taking
It was
care of
okay.
people.
So let me tell you what it
So
was.
I didn't understand.
It was like the biggest shithole she ever walked into. Like it was worse than when she was with her husband. Does that make sense, Pink?
Ye- Yeah,
Pink, are you listening to what I'm saying? Yeah. It was
yeah,
worse
yeah. I'm
than
listening.
like she said her house was a house, right? And when she left to become a stripper and they kept telling her, go to this guy, he's gonna help you out, everything. She went to a motherfucking shithole in the ground.
Yeah,
Holes in the
yeah.
walls, two beds in one bedroom. He didn't give a fuck about anybody. Just give me your fucking money. That's it. Okay.
Wow.
That's what she went
Wow. That's
to.
messed up.
That's what she went
Y-
to.
And the person they didn't
So
even bother to tell him what type of person he was, and the person actually knew who he was, and they didn't tell. tell him anything
Right.
about him.
And
Like,
she's gonna get into that story about what happened to the person who introduced her to him. That's kind of how she
yeah.
got beat and left, like, because you'll hear it. But yeah, they just say he's wonderful and perfect and just an amazing person, and he'll take care of you and make sure nobody gets you and nobody's going to harm you, nobody's going to beat you, nobody's going to follow you after the club, and he takes care of your money and he takes care of everything that you need. All you need is this person. That's what they're sent out to do. And do you know who that person was that did that to her?
Hmm.
The girl he's
A
been with for 17 years right now.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's messed up.
that's who did that to her.
That's messed up.
So let's go, right? Let's go.
The concept. So, anyways, she sits down, she's explaining to me. She's telling me, you know, how everything works, explaining to me how everything works. So when he's talking to me, he says, you know, like, I take care of you, like, you know, you get protection. He kept talking about protection, and we take you there, we pick you up, whatever. And then he was explaining to me about like having to hand the money, but on the way that was explained to me is you're just handing us the money so you're with you everywhere so you won't be in danger. I wasn't aware that it was you're essentially giving him all your, I guess.
So, first of all, when she went there, she didn't realize he was a pimp. She thought maybe she would just be paying for like staying there, his protection, and then she would be keeping her money. But no, the gig is you give all your money to him and you live in a shithole. This was back then, right? Now he lives in mansions, but this was back then. He's still been playing this game for years and years, went to prison, as I said, got out, got on Bigo, got 82 million people now following him, got on all these billboards just like Queen Up, yada yada. But he ended up owing Bigo $100,000 because he could not fulfill what they needed. And so now he pays Bigo back a month and a certain amount, and then they give him a certain amount. The other day, girl, I was sitting there watching him, and he got a yacht. He was bitching. He was like, "Yeah, I haven't had a yacht in like 7 months since I seen you, and you're in here again, and you didn't give me a yacht." And that bitch threw him a yacht. You know how much a yacht is?
No, I don't. How much is it?
$500. And then, and I can show you where she threw the yacht. And then she threw more gifts. That's just a bitch on the street. The rest of them throwing $200, $2, giving them their Bigo checks. He is owner of Bigo to where he they sign underneath him, and then if they say, "Yeah, you can have my check," then he just takes their fucking money and never pays them. I'm not kidding
Wow.
you.
Wow.
This is how bad this is. And people have been making petitions and stuff to get him the fuck off Bigo because that's how he's meeting all these women to, mess with them, to do these things to them and ruin their fucking lives. But anyway, he is in the category that's way worse than fucking Ernie because Ernie is just a liar piece of shit. This dude makes it out like you can have the world and I'm going to take care of you, but you bring 20,000 and then you do what I say and you make the money I say to make. Ernie this is a pimp, and Ernie is a pimp with women and gay for pay. Ernie don't have nothing to give to nobody.
Right.
Or whatever. Okay. So then here comes the me not knowing also that you have to, you know, essentially he has to know what it is that you're gonna do, what it is that you're there to accomplish. It's another interview with this person, you know. We all know who we're talking about. So I'm not gonna be sitting here saying TKO all night long.
Yeah, TKO.
Okay, so then he's explaining, you know, what it is that you want to do, what is it here that what is it that you're here to do? I said, all that I've ever done is dance. All that I've ever done is, you know, I've never been walking the streets or nothing, no websites, no nothing. He said, okay, so, you know, if that's what you feel comfortable doing and that's where you make the most money and you get along doing that well, then just say, when you first meet him, and I think Yera would agree with me, he's a very charming person. He's not the person that will come up to you and you will automatically feel threatened or scared. He's not like that. When you meet him, he's very charming. He will and comfortable. And yes, I'm this wonderful guy that I'm gonna take care of you, and you're gonna feel like you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. So, you know, I felt comfortable. I felt, yeah, like I'm okay. Cause, you know, my friend kept telling me the same thing, you know, she's fine, everybody's fine, you know, you're just gonna be. So I started working, everything was fine, just so long, because I never saw nobody not hand money to him. Okay, so everybody would, you know, handing just like it was said. Okay, all right. So I used to sleep in my area. Everybody used to sleep in their areas, but somebody used to always sleep with me in where I used to sleep. Somebody was always there with me. That night that I went to, you know, I was supposed to go to work. We went to work, which was my friend next to me. So he comes in, we're talking, whatever, and he's explaining to me, oh, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that. Thank you, thank you. We're not gonna sit here and say he's an ugly guy. He's not, you know. He's a very handsome guy. So, you know, at least to me back then he was, you know. And he was still being very nice and very, you know, welcoming or whatever. So we get to talking and we had sex. Mind you, he's very much into anal. Like he always wants to, oh, I want anal, I want anal, I want anal. I have never, ever in my life been into that, ever. You know, I don't shame anybody that's into that, but it's just not my thing. So I didn't feel comfortable with it at all. So I said, no, absolutely not. Like, that's not what I'm into. I don't like it. I don't, you know, I don't feel comfortable with it. Whatever. We end up having intercourse. There was no protection. Bad on my part. I take responsibility for my actions, and I know I was never obligated, nor raped, no none of that. You know, I don't want nobody to sit here and twist my words. It was just no protection. Okay. This was like, I would say, a week and a half into me being there, a week and a half into me being there, because I was only there for a full 2 months. Okay. Like physically living, like staying there a full 2 months. Okay. So I kept working, I kept doing my thing. The first incident happened when we came home, and that it was a slow night. And if it was a slow night somewhere, because over there you could like, there's places that you could go and you don't even have to audition, you could just go work. But if it was a slow night somewhere, he expected us to look somewhere else to go work, go make money, or other means to make money. But I have made it clear to him that I wasn't comfortable with, going and doing other things. Now, other girls, because they knew his attitude and they knew his temper, they were willing to do whatever, but I had never seen this temper. So I thought, he'll be cool. Okay, so, my friend said we have to look for other means to make money. I said, girl, but, like it's slow, like, it's just a slow night. It happens to anybody. She said, no, I have to. She was getting very, very agitated and nervous, and I didn't understand where it was coming from. I'm like, okay, but wait, hold on. Like, I don't understand why. Anybody knows, like everybody knows if it's slow, it's slow. I guess he will understand that as a person. I don't know. No. We need to look for another way to make money. We have to make this money. Let's go talk to people. Let's go. So I'm over here. We're talking to people. We're doing what we have to do, but it's slow. Okay. So then, her not to leave me alone, she didn't go do whatever she would have done, I guess, before. I don't know, because I had never seen her in a slow night, So then, her not to leave me alone, she stayed there, because I kept telling her, if it's slow, it's slow, I guess he'll understand, So then she was nervous, but she was, just not to leave me alone. She's like, okay, let's just,
So I
let's
want to
stay.
explain to
So
you that most of the time, like, if it's a slow night, it's just a slow night. So she was like, well, why would he be mad? Because, like, it's just a slow night. Like, we didn't have the customers. Like, we didn't have any way to make the money. So, and then the girl was franticking, like, no, I can't go back without money. And that was one of her flags, but she didn't realize it because she had never dealt with this before. Like she had never dealt with a pimp. And I
Yeah,
know
not
you
like
don't
that.
understand that, Pink, but like a pimp that pimps out women, and like you better give them every dollar. And then if you don't get enough, you better go suck some, what? You better go do something to make it to where, you bring in that money to me a certain it's almost like they have like a certain quota, but yet he didn't tell her about it or anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like they want people to find out for who what they are themselves. Like, even if they know the person, know and know what they're like, but they're not gonna like tell the person what they're like because they want that person to suffer and like basically what they gone through or something like that.
Right. So now this girl, she's getting ready to get a beating. Okay. And this other girl's not understanding why, because she's like, well, why don't he understand, that like we just had a slow night? Like there was like maybe 15 people in the whole damn place and they all took their money and there was no more money. But that's not how it works with TKO. Okay. And so that's the part we're getting to right now.
Alrighty.
we get to the house. He's like, where's the money? Whatever, whatever. We hand him what we have. And he looks at her. And I look at both of them and I'm like, okay, what's going on? So she says, automatically goes to apologizing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was a slow night. It was a slow night and she doesn't understand. And what don't I understand? Like, I'm thinking in my head, what don't I understand? But, I stayed quiet and he's like, but this is not acceptable. The way that he talks, because he's very, very proud. I didn't want to leave her alone, and she's not fully there. She doesn't fully understand, and I'm like, okay, why don't I fully understand? Like, I understand it's a fucking slow night. We didn't make no money, you know? So then he takes her off to the side. They start arguing or whatever. She kept saying, oh, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. And I was like, okay, something's going on. Like, something's going on, but I don't, like, I'm not going to say anything because I didn't hear nobody getting hit, nothing. Okay, so the next day, we go to work and I'm like, what happened? What happened yesterday? And she says, no, it's that other means to, make the most, because remember, he's providing for us. And in my head, I'm thinking, he's not providing for us, sweetie. We are giving him our money.
So the girl on the right, she knows what's going on as far as like, we're giving him all the money. He's not providing for us. I don't know why you ladies think he is. And remember, the girl on the left, she's also a victim that he got $30,000 off of, right? So that's why the girl on the left is having an interview with the girl on the right, because the girl on the left has already been done over by TKO money wise. And then he tried to pimp her out, didn't work. And then took a shake and threw it all in her face, legitimately. So that's the only thing she got out of it. But then this other girl, she got the worst. So Crypt is here to make a truce. I don't know who Crypt is. I'm going to give a link, and we'll let Crypt come up and speak with you, because that's the only way we make truces around here. And I will pause my show just for you. There's nobody in here anyway. Nobody cares about new things like they say.
Right.
So
I definitely care about new things, because it's like, we need to bring something new to the show. It's like, it's because it's only it's only what's gonna make, even if they don't like it, but it's only gonna make
right, like,
what
aren't you interested in like what she has to say? I told you she was
exactly
very good at talking. Yeah, you want to
exactly.
know what else she has to say, right? So,
Yeah,
Crypt Keeper, you have a picture of Mammoth. You're not Mammoth. None of us are making a truce. I will speak for Pink. None of us are making a truce with Mammoth. Now, I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to block you. Goodbye. Back to our segment.
So I go and I tell her, I'm sorry, honey, but he's not. I understand the
Pink, hold the fort down. If you see somebody being ugly, you have a wrench, use it, please, because you can, even though you're in StreamYard. I need you to use it. I'm going to be gone doing something for a second while this is playing.
yeah. Well, I can't block anyone while I'm on the stream. It won't let me.
Yeah, you can. Click on chat. Click on chat. It says chat. And you can see all the chat and everything. Somebody comes in doing that shit, you immediately block them.
I'm clicking
No
on their names and
timeout. I already blocked them.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's not working. It should work for you because you're a mod. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do something real quick with this, okay?
All right, love.
And I'll be right here, but I'm doing something right now. So if you see something, just block it out. Or if SDA's here, Jess here, anybody who has a wrench, please just block them before Pink even has to read what they say. Please. Thank you.
Everybody's saying here that we have protection, but he's not providing for you. You're giving him your money. So essentially, he's giving you whatever you need for you to get whatever it is that you need. So she looks at me like I'm stupid. Let me just be real, because she did look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. And I was like, okay, and she just, oh, just things don't work like that. And she's just so sweet, and she's telling me things don't work like that. That's not how it works. He is the one that he is providing for us. He is giving us everything. He's giving us protection. He's giving us this. He's giving us that. And she's explaining to me everything that supposedly he's giving us. And, thinking to myself, no, he's giving it to you with your money, But, there was no arguing with her, because she was just adamant that this is what he's doing for us. Okay. So then everything was good for like.
Okay, so I'm back. And so do you understand that she is making rational decisions saying, no, he's not doing anything for us. He's just taking our money. Like, he's not providing anything for us. Like, she's seeing it for what it is, right? And the other girls, they're terrified of him. Like, extremely. But she hasn't had her ass beat by him yet, right? So she's like, go ahead, babe.
No, I was gonna say that's what happens when you're in a scary situation. Like when you're in a mental abuse situation, like victims are actually afraid to speak up because they're afraid what might happen to them. So they have to like let the person find out for themselves. Like but because they know they
Right,
speak
but
up and say anything.
she's clearly saying, like, he's not providing for you. Like, he's not doing anything for us. Like, he's just taking our money. Like, she clearly sees the aspect of what's going on. But she's still like, okay, I'll go along with it. But she seems like the smartest one of the bunch at this point, in my opinion. Like, she kind of started seeing... Yeah, like she kind of started seeing it was what it was. He was a pimp. He did nothing for them, and they were giving all their money. Like, that's how I kind of see her seeing it now. So, to me, she seems like a very smart lady.
2 more weeks, everything was fine. Everybody was giving their money, but I didn't have relationships with everybody in the house. I just knew her, and everybody would talk amongst each other, but nobody had like a close. Everybody would hand their money. Everybody was fine. Nobody would give attitudes. Everybody was good. As long as he had his money, he was happy, and that was that. The next incident was we all got to the house, and everybody's giving the money. Everybody's doing what they have to do, because there were working girls, the ones that worked in sleeping with people and the ones that worked in dancing. So a girl is taking the money out of her wallet, giving it to him.
Now, before we go further, did you hear what she said?
Something about
she said there was girls walking, meaning actual prostitutes on the street, and then there was girls that were in the dance club. So he actually had them street walking and girls in the dance club. Now, this was before he went to prison for the 15-year-old.
Wow. How long ago was it? You said 3 years ago?
16.
Oh,
but she just came out 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And she came out again like 2 months ago. to reiterate, and be there for the women that have already been hurt by him for the past 3 years or so on Bigo. You wouldn't believe the
Yeah.
women on Bigo that he's done this to, that he keeps getting, because he's trying to use that pimp mentality again. Even though they don't dance, they're not streetwalkers, but if you listen to what she said, he had streetwalkers, and he had dancers. That's what she was trying to explain.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm trying to follow up on everything. I guess that she has kind of like a heavy accent, so it's kind of hard to get everything she's saying. Because her accent is so very heavy.
Right. So, for her, when I listen to her, I can hear her very clear, but I can understand where some people can think, and especially you, that she has an accent. But she is explaining that the girls are getting ready to go street walk, meaning stand at a street corner, and they're getting ready to go dance. So there was 2 different sets of girls. There was streetwalkers, and there was girls that danced underneath him in this fucking shithole. He said it wasn't even an apartment, a duplex, a house. It was a shithole.
Wow.
The couches were cut up. Everything was torn up. There was holes everywhere. The fucking door had a whole imprint of a person that went through it. Dog shit all over the backyard, to where it was so much dog shit that when they moved, there was still dog shit. But remember, he likes a-holes and the smell of a-holes, and he wants his woman not to bathe for 10 days.
Are you kidding me? No. Oh,
No, I'm
no.
not kidding you.
Oh, no,
Ever
no,
since
no,
he got
no.
out of prison, that's his thing. Don't bathe, don't clean your coochie, don't do anything, and I definitely want to eat your asshole 9 days old. Not joking, not kidding, nothing. I'm just being for real.
And she put her purse on the floor, everything was put on the floor, and then I see another girl that went to talk to him. I don't know if them 2 girls had an argument with each other. I don't know what happened, that they weren't talking as they would usually talk. So I'm just sitting there. My friend is sitting there. Everybody's, in the beginning, everybody's calm and everything. And then he's starting with his little, guidance, because he's always having these stupid ass fucking meetings of guidance and how we're supposed to work as a team.
When I introduced you to him, was he not trying to guide and say, I want a woman like this and I want a woman like that, and I don't want to deal with this and I don't want to deal with that, and all his little guidance? Well, you haven't heard him yet talk about God, even though he doesn't have God in him in any part of his bone that I can tell. But he makes you sit there like a cult leader and listen to him for hours upon hours, enough to drive you fucking crazy.
Right, and the woman was just sitting there.
And remember, we're doing this as a team, and blah,
right.
blah, blah.
Yeah, notice how she was just sitting there with her arm up,
Yeah,
Lord.
just
and we'll go back to
yeah,
him in just a minute. We're going to bounce back and forth. But as she's talking, I'm going to bounce back to him and let you see him again. And then I'm going to bounce back again, bounce back and forth and show you what she's talking about.
Alrighty. Sounds like a plan. So I can get
And once
everything.
once you get into this pink Jess SDA, you're not going to want to get out of this. You're going to want to see it to the fullest.
As a team, and bitch, we ain't doing nothing as a team. We're over here breaking our backs, and you're sitting home airing your balls.
See, remember when he kept saying, I want a team player, a team player? Did you hear that earlier? I want a woman that listens to me, obedient, a team player, He was saying this 16 years ago.
Yeah, I heard something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing, different day.
Yeah, he wants a woman that that gives him what he wants, is and when he wants it, and stuff like that. Like, don't care what they think. It's like, when it's like when he said something about when you're with me, it's like, then you probably and obey me. It's like, so because you're the one that asked to be with me. I didn't ask to be with you. It's like you came to be with me and stuff like that. So when you're with me, you do as I say
You're
and this
getting
and that.
it. See, Pink? You're getting it. See,
Yeah.
you're getting it. Exactly. He wants everything his way or it's the freaking highway. And then when it's the highway, he's already took $30,000 from you.
Yeah, I see
Like
it.
for real. Okay, so I just fixed the chat, so they got to be subscribers for 10 minutes or longer, so we don't have any more of the bullshit. All right.
I agree.
So I'm gonna go back to him and let you hear him for a moment. Okay.
Hey, Bird, how's it going?
And they would never happen. Not a real man, not a man of my quality. You're not gonna. Ain't nobody gonna put up with this shit.
A man of his quality. Let's remind yourself the man doesn't work. The man doesn't do anything. He makes money off of women. Okay. The man of his quality. Matter of fact, the women have said he has a small dick, so that's not a quality either.
Because a man is gonna be a man at all time. Part of, and I used to tell my ex this. A part of a man being a man feels empowered when you allow a man to lead, not when you're trying to get into.
Lead is different than control, Mr. TKO. Leading a woman is a whole complete difference than trying to control a woman to bow down to your every wishes. But there's women that does it, so more power to them.
To the driver's seat. Don't try to get into the driver's seat. When you drive this motherfucker, you sit pretty over there in the passenger seat. If you want to put on the AC, if you want to play some music.
Right. While you drive it straight to fucking hell and end up in prison, which is where you're going. And that's a sad thing. Sometimes you got to let a woman lead, which is like Armani and Shells, because your ass don't know yourself from a hole in the ground. And before you ended up in prison as an RSO, ripping a girl's a-hole out because you didn't let a woman lead. Okay? So you're now in court again because you didn't let a woman lead. You now got more assault charges against you because you couldn't keep your hands off of a woman that is a woman that leads. Like, you can lead a woman, but you don't have to own the woman and make her do exactly every single thing you want, TKO. It doesn't work that way. Would you like it if someone, now when you go to prison, it'll be this way. Someone drag you by the head of your hair and just lead you around like a fucking dog. Hey, suck my dick over here. Hey, you fuck me in the ass over here. Hey, I'm pimping you out over here. No, you wouldn't like that. But it's coming.
Right, because like they always say, every president makes sure their baby and makes sure their playmate.
Go ahead,
Like,
Pink.
literally,
I didn't know you wanted to talk. Go ahead and say what you wanted to say, baby.
No, I was gonna say that every prison every person experience that goes to spring it experiences that they're gonna make you their playmate and stuff like that. Like they're gonna make you
Yeah,
their
and I think he likes it because he's been there before, and the girls are now saying that he likes to fuck them in the closet really sneakingly and make people not know that he's fucking them, and he wants to fuck them in the ass. What's that sound like to you?
Sounds like it sounds like that somebody that
did that in prison.
Yeah, it sounds like a homosexual.
Because see, he wasn't like that until he went to jail. And then all of a sudden he wants assholes, and he tried to sodomize Armani all the time, and she was like not having it. And that's why she's okay with him with the polygamy bullshit and everything, because also those girls pay for her to live in that mansion and for her with her daughter and stuff. And she's like, well, I ain't got nothing to lose. She even told one of the girls, that's what you're here for. They have separate bedrooms. Everybody sleeps in their own bedroom. He has an assistant that was on the poly auditions, didn't make it, but came to live there and pays him. Like, come on.
Right.
Let me drive this motherfucker. If you want to get out the car, I'm gonna drop you off. Get out the fucking car. But what you
Oh, he's done that before. The girl that was talking the first time, the first girl, she didn't make enough money doing a trick, so in the middle of the highway, he threw her out of the car, scared the living shit out of her, and she was crying and stuff, and he finally came back and got her. But yeah, he'll kick you out.
you're not gonna do is you're not gonna try to take this fucking steering wheel and drive in a different direction. You're not leading this shit. I am. Or you can be by yourself. And that's how it always ends up. They be by themselves, lying to themselves, saying.
Now, notice he had to back down a little bit because he was getting a little bit angry. Did you notice that?
Well,
let me show you. He kind of shifted, backed himself up a little bit, because as you've seen, she kind of shifted herself. Watch this. He's going off, going off. Now watch. Her hand is on her thing. Watch what happens here.
Steering wheel and drive in a different direction. You're not leading this shit. I am. Or you can be by yourself. And that's how I always
notice her movement.
They be by themselves.
Yeah.
She took her hand off her face, put it down, across, like, yep. Like, what the fuck did I just get into? And then watch him as he backs up. He notices her body movements, right? That she's uncomfortable. She was fine. Hand on the face, fine. Puts her hands down. Watch how he reacts. Watch.
Lying to themselves, saying every nigga is a problem. Every nigga is the problem. They didn't get me. They couldn't handle me. All this lying self-righteous shit that people get on to make them feel good. I don't need to lick my lips. I still look good with dry lips. I ain't tripping. But yeah, all this self-righteous shit that make them feel good about the decisions of being alone and not having the men that they claim that they want.
Right.
Well, TKO, nobody wants a man that controls every move they make, that you are their total focus. They give all their money to you. You can date as many women as you want and F as many women as you want, but they can't do nothing except if you tell them to, and they eat Hot Pockets. Make that make sense.
Should be crazy. I'm talking about multiple people.
In general.
I'm talking about like 3 people right now. 3.
Yeah, we know. The last 3 you was with that now are pressing charges on you.
Talk about like 3 people right now. Yeah. Like, 'cause I tell people the standard to fuck with me, right? That's what it be. Like, I tell people all the time, the standard. Like, I was talking to somebody earlier today.
There's a standard to fuck with him. How many of you, going back to the chat, how many of you have a standard for you to be a friend or talk to somebody? And do you make them pay you to talk to somebody?
Nope.
Exactly. I mean, put a 5 in the chat if you do, and Easy's Bird, I don't know what the hell you're talking about because I have watched my language.
Oh no, she was. I think she no. I think she was like talking about. Huh? I think she was talking about the video.
Thought you were watching the language because of TOS. I am. Trust me, there's a lot of more things I could say about this dude. Pretty much I have duct tape on my mouth at this point.
Yeah, I think she was. I thought she was
This is
talking
the
about the
standard to
video.
be with. and they wanted to change the standard. They're like, well, you don't do this. You didn't do this with Lexi and Shells. How the fuck you know what I didn't do with Lexi and Shells?
How do you know what I did? Yeah.
How you know what the fuck is going on over here? You don't treat them other girls like that.
So if you're talking about his language, there's nothing I can do about his language. Sorry.
Yeah, she's talking about his language. Like we can't like
every woman, every heifer that I'm into it like this would say the same exact thing.
Yeah.
But
and they shouldn't be. They shouldn't. They shouldn't.
They don't know. Like they don't.
They shouldn't even be worried about what your relationship is with other women.
Notice he will not let this woman talk at all. Just pay attention. I haven't even seen this, and he's cutting her off at every turn that she tries to, speak about anything. That lets you know right there who's actually the one in control. Just watch. She's trying.
Women
have different for each one.
They have no idea because I'm very private in the way I move. Like I don't expose nobody's business.
He's very private in the way that he moves because he's a pimp. He uses a CPN. If you don't know what a CPN is, look it up because I had to look it up. Tomorrow I will bring it to your attention about what it is and how he paid $6,000 for one. And he was living in a mansion before, and then the girl that had just left, that the police came back and arrested him for not registering as an RSO, then shut off the electricity, called the landlord, and he had to move. And then he moved into this house. This house is, damn, I looked it up not too long ago. It's almost $1 million. It was like $150,000 when they first bought it, but it's almost like $1 million. And they rent it out for $3,200 a month. So he pays $3,200 a month to rent this house on a CPN, which means a CPN is a fake social security number with a fake name. And they rent homes to you. They give you electricity. They give you phones. I never knew all this stuff till I started researching him.
Business that I'm building with. But they be assuming something, like they be thinking shit is sweet because they be seeing Lexi over here or Shells around me and shit. They be thinking like it's just like I'm having fun with Beagle bitches.
Yeah, he's telling you straight up. They be thinking shit is sweet. It's not sweet. I'm a mother uncher, right? Now, let's move back to how much of a mother uncher he is.
Doing nothing as a team. Like, I don't understand, but whatever. The other girl says, well, tell him what happened to the other girl. And the other girl's like talking about. She's like, tell him what happened. She said, please, just let it go. Tell him what happened. I was lost. I said, okay, so what happened and why, like, what's going on? So the girl says, let it go. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, Easy's Burn. I am not repeating what he said. I'm showing his victims right now. I'm introducing who he is. I'm sorry that you're having a problem. I hope you have a magical night and sweet dreams to you.
Okay, so he's like, okay, don't worry, because he doesn't like to get loud. Like, he's like really soft spoken. And he says, I don't want to get mad, just everybody be, let's be honest with each other, let's work with each other. Remember, we're supposed to be working as a team. If any tell me, just please tell me. Okay, so everybody goes, rest, and when they wake up, the girl says, I need to talk to you. That I had money in my wallet, and not that she forgot, she placed it in another pocket of the wallet, and she had to like hand it to him. And this man Didn't even speak. Like, slapped the dog shit out of that woman. Immediately got up and put her, please don't move. Please don't move. Starts walking towards me, and I said, yo, what the fuck are you doing? She's telling you she forgot that she had the money in her fucking purse. She's giving it to you. He said, who the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to like that? I said, I'm talking to you. What the fuck are you doing? You just put your hands on this woman because she forgot to hand you money? What the fuck are you doing? So he grabbed me by the front of my shirt and he pins me against the wall. And I said, just please let me go. Like, I want to understand what the fuck is going on. Like, why is people getting hit over forgetting about giving money? And he has this part of his arm on my chest and I'm against the wall. My friend is telling him, please, TK, just, she doesn't know, she doesn't understand. And I, finally I got tired and I said, I want to know what the fuck I don't understand. I want to know what the fuck I don't understand. People are getting their hands put on them over fucking forgetting to give him money. I want to know what the fuck I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Everybody here is so secretive. Like, what the fuck?
So again, I apologize for the language. However, this woman is in her feelings about what had occurred, and this is the way that she feels. She's trying to explain, what the F do you not understand? She forgot to give you money. Like, she's giving you the money now. And she is going back to the past, which causes PTSD because you guys don't know, but this man left her for dead and pregnant, and he has never met her son, and she will never let him meet her son. So of course she's going to have some foul words, and I think Easy's bird, you would have foul words as well, love.
Yeah, I think anybody,
What's going on here? Like, why are
I was
people
gonna say,
stupid?
any mother
So
that
she's
loves
looking
their
at
child, that any mother that loves their child to death and stuff like that and would do anything in the world, yeah, any parent would have a foul mouth because they're not gonna allow anyone to hurt their child or anyone like that. Like mothers will fight for the death for their children. You know, it's just what they do. It's
Right,
like
and he's never met. Yeah, he's never met her baby because she didn't want him to be a part of his life. And she has never been back around him or anything else until 3 years ago when she was trying to help women like this one right here that had been fouled by him. And yes, emotions are high, but if you lived in the situation she was, and you dealt with what she dealt with at the end and pregnant, and your husband took you back and raised the baby, your emotions would be high as well. So don't fault a woman because she's speaking out in emotions and the F word is coming out. Because this woman, I saw many different times and she does not talk like this. This is emotions coming out. Please be respectful to her and how she's feeling right now, because she is not this kind of woman ever. Normally when she talks, she's just very sweet woman and she doesn't even use foul words. But she's going back 16 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, 16 years ago, and reliving what this man did to her.
exactly.
and she's like with her eyes and just please telling me, please lower your voice. Please lower. I said, somebody's going to have to fucking tell me something because I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Y'all kept saying, I don't understand. Like, this is fucking going on. All of you are acting like this is a big ass fucking secret. We all know what the fuck we're here doing. He's getting more and more mad because I guess I wouldn't like be quiet. And the girl's telling me, please be quiet. Please just let it go. Don't get involved. They know what they're doing. They understand each other. I said, they understand each other. He just hit the fuck out of that girl. That's hitting somebody. Talking is understanding. Communicating is understanding. But you hitting somebody over them forgetting to give you money is not an understanding, honey. You're right. I don't. It's like, grab. Let's just go. Okay. So I grab like that. You're not supposed to talk to him like that. He's the person that is taking care of us. He's the person that is protecting us. You're not supposed to, mouth. So you need to tell. Seen this before, and you've just stood there and said nothing. It's happened to all of us. I said, huh? It's happened to all of us. I said, what happened to all of us? Because now I want to know what's going on. What happened to all of us? Because it hasn't happened to me. What happened to all of us? She said, when he gets upset, and it's every guy, it's not just TK, it's every guy. When they get upset, they're just a little, they get mad, they just get aggressive. I said, oh, okay, now I get it. So you guys are supposed to get hit and slapped and pushed around, and everybody has to stay quiet. Everybody has to be respectful. Now I understand what you're trying to tell me. Because you kept saying, she doesn't understand. No, tell me so that I understand. So I started saying in my head, okay, I need to find a way to get the fuck out, because that's not going to be me. That will never be me. I'm not going to be getting hit by this man. I'm not going to be, trying to convince this man not to put his hands on me. Like, I was already feeling bad that he hit me like that. Okay, so then we get home that night. The argument about this girl forgetting the money is still happening. He's still trying to educate people and bring us together and remind us that we are doing this as a team. We are doing this as a family. This motherfucker, like, no, no. But somehow, then he comes to me.
Pink, hang on 1 second. My thing is not working. Every time I say something, it's not working. And then I'm looking at it over here and it's showing that it is. But on StreamYard, it's not showing. So I'm going to back out and come back in. Okay, babe? You stay right where you are. I'm going to stop the screen for just a second. And you stay right where you are. And I'll be right back in like 2 seconds.
Alrighty, love.
Okay, I'm back. All right. So
Alrighty.
better. Okay, so now it's better. Before I would try to say, have an amazing night, sweet dreams to Ray. And it just kept giving me an X sign and telling me that I could not send it. And then I looked over, I went and turned on my phone and it showed me that it went through twice. And so I knew something was wrong with my StreamYard. And there shouldn't be any problems right now because, I mean, we only got 9 people here. Like, it's not like we're loaded.
Right. And I had to be honest, I had a feeling that we weren't going to, like, once we got this started, that a lot of people were going to leave, but it's whatever. Cause I enjoy it and I'm learning something. So that, sorry.
Well,
All it really,
it's 11:25. They're actually probably somewhere else, dealing with the
well,
Ernie
it's,
stuff.
yeah, it's 12:26 here. And after this, I'm probably going to
Oh,
go ahead and go to bed and get some sleep because I'm getting tired.
right. And that's what I said. I'm going to try to get through this a little bit more him, and then leave it as it is so that I can start tomorrow just like the soap operas do, where you just leave
Yep.
it. You don't get the full everything. You know what I mean?
True.
So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And I'm trying to get it right at the perfect spot where people are like, what? Huh? What happened? Because that's what happens. And then we'll recap it tomorrow and then continue on.
He says,
All
we
right.
need to talk. I want to speak to you. I want to explain to you what happened.
This is the
Okay,
night he
so then
gets her
he comes to
pregnant.
me and we're talking, and he explains to me that the other girl, the one that was mad at her from the night before, that kept telling her, tell him what's going on, tell him what's going on. And she kept saying, no, just leave it alone. No, just leave it alone. He's telling me, oh, you don't understand. It was that other girl came to me and told me that she did something she wasn't supposed to do, that she disrespected me with another guy. So you're not supposed to talk to other people, other pimps, or you're not supposed to have conversations with other people. You're only supposed to, and that I understand, because that was explained to me from the very beginning. If you're with me, you're with me. You're not supposed to have a conversation with nobody else about nothing else. If this person comes to you, you say, nope, I'm already with this person and I don't want to hear it. So I guess that other girl had told him that she had a conversation with this guy, and this guy had gave her money to go with him. And that's why she kept telling him, tell him what's going on, explain to him.
Okay, so do you realize what's happening right now? The girl came home. They hadn't made a lot of money again. And there was a pimp that came up to her. He gave her, a couple $100 and said, leave your pimp and come with me. She kept the money to herself instead of giving it over to TKO immediately that night. When the morning came around, she had forgotten, she said, and so she started to give it to him. He slapped her across the face. So this
Whoa.
girl didn't understand. That's what happened. Yeah, he bitch slapped her. And she didn't understand. And so then he grabbed her by her throat and pushed her up against the wall. And she said, let me go, let me go. And then he took her in the room and he made her sound like that it was the girl's fault and that she shouldn't have talked to the pimp to begin with. And anytime any money is exchanged, it goes immediately to him. They do not wait. And I'm going to rewind it so you can hear it because I know you didn't hear it. So that's what I'm going to do right now is rewind it. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, you didn't even hear that, did you?
I mean, I was listening. But I didn't hear everything. No.
Right. You didn't hear it. I knew you didn't. Because sometimes, she talks fairly fast. So she's explaining that the night before, a pimp came up to the girl, but the next morning the girl goes, hey, I forgot to give you something. And as soon as he seen that it was money, he bitch slapped her hard across the face. So this girl right here, she didn't understand why. Because she remembered and gave him the money. So she was like, why would you do that? I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, she forgot. She got the money, though, and you're still hitting her.
So you're not supposed to talk to other people, other pimps, or you know, you're not supposed. No. But somehow, then he comes to me and he says, we need to talk. I want to speak to you. I want to explain to you what happened.
Wait.
Okay. So then he comes, because you kept saying she doesn't understand. She doesn't, all of us. I said, what happened to all of us? Because now I want to know what's going on. What's happened to all of us? Because it hasn't happened to me. What happened to all of us? She said, you know, when he gets upset, and it's every guy, it's not just TK, it's every guy. When they get upset, they're just a little, you know, they get mad, they just get aggressive. I said, oh, okay, now I get it. So you guys are supposed to get hit and slapped and pushed.
Wait just a second. I want to go back to where he bitch slapped the girl, because that's what started all of this. Because she didn't know what the hell was going on. She was like, whoa.
I said, huh? I said, wait. What the fuck is going on? And somebody has to tell me something. So she said, we all know what the fuck we're here doing. That time I said, I want to know what the fuck I don't doing. You just put your hand in the pocket of the wallet, and she had to like hand it to him. And this man didn't even speak. Like, as she was handing him the money, he took his hand and he slapped the dog shit out of that woman. I immediately got up, and my friend put her hand in front of my chest and she said, please don't move. Please don't move. I said really loud, like, what the fuck are you doing? And he looked at me and he starts walking towards me. And I said, yo, what the fuck are you doing? She's telling you she forgot that she had the money in her fucking purse. She's giving it to you. He said, who the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to like that? I said, I'm talking to you. What the fuck are you doing? You just put your hands on this woman because she forgot to hand you money? She came up and told you she forgot. What the fuck are you doing? So he grabbed me by the front of my shirt and he pins me against the wall. And I said, let me go. Just please let me go. Like, I want to understand what the fuck is going on. Like, why is people getting hit over forgetting about giving you money? And he has this part of his arm on my chest. And I'm against the wall. My friend is telling him, please, TK, just, you know, she doesn't know. She doesn't understand. And I, like, finally, I got tired and I said, I want to know what the fuck I don't understand. I want to know what the fuck I don't understand. People are getting their hands put on them over fucking forgetting to give him money. I want to know what the fuck I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Everybody here is so secretive. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why are people getting hit? This is stupid. So she's looking at me and she's like, with her eyes and just please telling me, please lower your voice. Please lower your voice. Please lower your voice. And I said, I calmed down. I said, somebody's going to have to fucking tell me something because I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Y'all kept saying, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, this is fucking stupid. What the fuck is going on? All of you are acting like this is a big ass fucking secret. We all know what the fuck we're here doing. He's getting more and more mad because I guess I wouldn't, like, be quiet. And the girl's telling me, please be quiet. Please just let it go. Don't get involved. They know what they're doing. They understand each other. I said, they understand each other. He just hit the fuck out of that girl. That's not an understanding. That's hitting somebody. Talking is understanding. Communicating is understanding. But you hitting somebody over them forgetting to give you money is not an understanding, honey. Like, I don't understand. You're right. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. And somebody has to tell me something. So she's like, grab your stuff. Let's just go. Grab your stuff. Let's just go. Okay, so I grab my stuff. We go, we're heading to the club, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, I want to understand what's going on. She said, girl, you're not supposed to talk to him like that. You're not supposed to talk to him like that. He's the person that is taking care of us. He's the person that is protecting us. You're not supposed to, mouth up, like, be loud at him like that. I said, so you mean to tell me you've seen this before and you've just stood there and said nothing? It's happened to all of us. I said, huh? I said, wait, what? It's happened to whom? She said, it happens. This happens. It's happened to all of us. I said, what happened to all of us? Because now I want to know what's going on. What's happened to all of us? Because
Now I'm going back to TKO to let you know who he is, and then I'm shutting the show down, and I will be back tomorrow, Pink and I.
Alrighty. Yeah, because I'm getting sleepy.
I'm gonna say that again.
Right.
They wouldn't even be able to smell my cologne to be in my motherfucking presence if they wasn't about what the fuck I was about. And in totality, these women are about it. I'm not saying, hey, well, I can assist in this area, or I can do this, or I can do it my way, but I know you say you want this, but let me just do it this way. No. When it comes down to Lexi and fucking Shells, they doing exactly what the fuck we need, what I need them to do. They're not trying to rationalize and trying to make me conform to what the fuck they want. I wouldn't be a leader. You wouldn't even, and the thing about it is women be trying to control me, but they won't even fucking understand if I allow them to have that power.
Another thing I would like to reiterate is that this guy was also trying to he took a nature boy's wife at one point. He's trying to be a nature boy. And if you don't know about nature boy, I want you to go look it up because that guy just got life in prison plus 10 years.
Wow.
So,
Oh, I think I've heard of
as
that
the
person. Is that like a
YouTube,
rapper?
no, well, he tried to be, but his name is Nature Boy. Look up Nature Boy, and I'll show you screenshot. I'll show you him and him fighting and stuff. And Nature Boy, he was following Nature Boy, and that's how he got on to Bigo, and that's how he got big because they were friends. And then from there, they got in a fallout and blah blah blah. But Nature Boy is serving a life sentence plus 10 years right now.
Wow, he
So
must have done something really, really terribly bad if he got that much.
he groped one of the women that was there, and she had to have stitches just like what this one did. And then he tried to play the judge, and she threw the book at him for what he really was. And this guy TKO is trying to be like him,
Oh
except
my god.
Nature Boy. Go back and look in one of my videos when I brought up Nature Boy. You can find him down in my videos below. Nature Boy was actually more highly intelligent, would go all over the world and go to the Caribbean and things like that, and like live in Airbnbs, but like all over the world type of thing. Hey Emmett, how are you, baby? So we're gonna leave it at that right now. And Days will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope to see all of you there. To my replay crew, I hope that you've watched this so that you understand what's going on. I will recap tomorrow before we actually begin the program. Just as I've been watching but couldn't comment because I've been on my laptop and it's a pain. Yeah, I'm headed out. It's late. Good night, everyone. Good night, Jess, and thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you. Emmett, thank you for being here, my love, which you're still not a member. What is wrong with you? And anybody else, the best watchers, whoever is here, we will be back tomorrow night or tomorrow daytime to continue this because that's what a soap opera does. Right when it gets really good, we shut it off.
That's right.
So I hope all of you are kind to Pink. If you're not here because Pink is my co-host, well, then I guess you didn't love me.
And I just want to say that I hope everyone, comes in and, enjoys the show tomorrow. And, I hope that each one of y'all enjoying yourselves
Keep a
today.
fire in your heart, a smile on your face, and be kind to someone. This angel watches over all of us on the YouTube days of our lives. Please keep in mind that this is an interactive soap opera. We do not ever go real life dox anyone. It is not meant to hurt, stress, or give anyone pavement scratches nor carpet burns. This is all in fun, and you never know who will be in the show. Thank you for watching. Love to all. Don't forget to like, share, and comment.